This time it's your boy Sean.
What's up, Wikimaniacs? My name is Josh Shell, host of the Reddit on Wiki podcast. What's going on? This is super exciting. We're celebrating our 1 year live stream. 1 year with a live stream, sorry. This is why we edit everything. With me, of course, John Consignato, the Punny Poppy. What's going on, John?
I'm here, live in the flesh. What's going on, Wikimaniacs? Thank you for sticking with us for a whole year. I don't know how you did it. I don't know how we did it, but we are here.
I was going to say, I don't know how we did it.
Exactly.
And with us, of course, is the Venmo king himself. He doesn't shill at least 20 times during this live stream. I think he's failed his goal. It's Sean Salvino. What is up, Sean?
Hi, I'm really glad I didn't have to do an intro. My heart is beating really fast. This is super scary. Again, it's your boy Sean. My Venmo is at Sean SNTPOD. I'll write it in the chat. That's okay. Hi, everybody. Love you guys. I'm nervous.
Yeah, you better share any Venmos you get, Sean. I would appreciate that.
I'll think about it since you've been editing it out this whole time. So
I have been editing out. It's so funny. Every time I do it, I get some sort of sick joy out of it. But yeah, so this is new to me. We've done one live stream before. So apologies if there's any hiccups or anything like that. The only other guest we will be having, of course, there's the chair here. So Sienna is going to be popping in intermittently. She may or may not have Ringo. So super exciting. Yeah, everyone's here for Ringo. That's the real truth.
No one cares about us. They just care about Ringo.
Exactly. And it's fair. She's cute, even when she's biting my hand. So kind of for the rundown for today is we're going to get into a bunch of Q&As. John's collected a list that is very long, he said. So he's collected some of his favorite questions, and he's going to be queuing us, and we're going to be A-ing him. Is that how that's...
Oh, is this kind of show?
She said no smut. Well, luckily for you guys, here we have.
We doing fanfic right now?
Oh, no, that's for patrons only.
You're right.
So we're going to get into some Q&As to kick it off, and then we're going to jump into two Am I the Asshole stories. Then Sean's going to kick it over to a true off my chest, I believe. And then we're going to do just alternating between Am I the Asshole and other subreddits. So
more Q&As.
And more Q&As at the end. Thank you, Sean.
Very end, yes.
Yeah, that's why he's my co-host, because he keeps me in check. So yeah, we're going to try and get through all the questions everyone's submitted over the past few weeks. Am I going to adjust the mustache?
I was going to ask about that. I'm like, let's start the Q&A right now, baby.
Okay, it was better like 2 days ago. He had a full-on handlebar mustache.
I did. Yeah,
the sexiest thing I think I've ever seen.
So Sienna friends, shout out Hallie, they orchestrated a murder mystery. So it was like a trailer park murder mystery, and my character, we decided, had handlebar mustache. And so I shaved the beard and went with the handlebars, but I just felt, the Miles Teller look was probably more,
Top Gun.
Yeah, more relevant, more nicer to look at anyway. So I actually did want to start a poll, see if people wanted the beard back. So I'll start that now.
Sean, you and I can't relate. We can't grow facial hair.
Yeah, this
is
about as beard as I can get. Unfortunately, I am Asian. This is
true. That me too.
What I was given. This is the cards I was dealt. And again, maybe I could get some, some products that could, the derm blading. Again, my Venmo is at SEANSNTPOD. Again, the Venmo. I'll type it in the chat.
So the poll's up in the chat. If you want to vote beard or mustache for what I should keep. Obviously, I can't get the beard back right away, but I'll aim for getting one of those.
I was going to say, like, if someone can count how many times Sean can shill his Venmo account, that would be great. I'm seeing a lot of...
You stop bleeping it, actually. It's kind of putting me in a sour mood.
I'm seeing a lot of comments right now. There's a lot of people coming from Brazil. So shout out to Brazil for, I don't know what time it is there right now, but
everybody in the chat, put where you're from. Because
Yeah,
this is wild. We thought maybe we'd
from.
get like 5 people.
Yeah,
And
we're at
it
69,
seems like-
which nice.
Nice.
Hell
Nice.
yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah to the Wikimaniacs. You know the vibes. Fuck yes.
Only dinner for two, baby. Let's go. All right. So we're gonna start the Q&A session right now.
Michigan.
Yeah, I
Hell
think
yeah.
we got everything out of the way.
Yeah.
This will be edited later for anyone who can't stick around. So we appreciate you jumping in from now. Holy shit, there's so many places coming in right now.
NorCal,
that's crazy.
Mexico. You guys listen to me. Again, my Venmo is at
That's at least 3.
Yeah. So we're gonna edit this down for next Friday's Am I the Asshole story. So if you miss out, holy shit, thank you NJ for the tip.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
Holy moly. Again, my Venmo is
well, you don't need to. He tipped here. So we can split it.
Thank you, NJ.
We can split it, Sean.
Thank you, NJ.
Oh my gosh. All right. So let's kick it off with the Q&A session. Just going to be rapid fire. So a lot of the Wikimaniacs are asking us, this is like the most universal question that was asked. How did you guys get started? Should I take this?
Yeah, you orchestrated this thing.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So I am the architect of Reddit on Wiki. So it all started around, well, let's go back.
So when I was born.
Story time, my friends.
1965.
So a lot of us kind of, God, I'm not that old, all right? So it all started back in 2020. Well, Josh has been podcasting for a long time already, but a lot of us started around 2020-ish during the pandemic. We're like pandemic podcasts. And then there was a time where I started the Dumbfounded back in 2020. And one day, some guy with a username let's_cult hit me up on Twitter and said like, hey, I really like your guys' content. We should do a collab. And we're like, sure. You know, being podcasters and just like any opportunity that we get to collab, I was like, let's do it. So pretty much we recorded an episode. I want to say that was episode 3, right, Josh, at Let's Start a Cult?
Yeah, it was early on. It was early on in my
It was podcast. John Frum and the Cargo Cults. And I recorded with Josh along with my boy Patrick. And I want to say we hit it off pretty good, Josh.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the chemistry was definitely there.
Yeah, it was instant chemistry from the start. And from there, it became a running joke that I am unofficially Josh's co-host with Let's Start a Cult.
Yes.
So, and then fast forward to December 2020, we got nominated, the Dumbfounded got nominated for Asian Podcast Awards. And it just happens that the runner-ups for that is Dumbfounded and Shots and Thoughts. So Sean hit me up on Instagram at the time. He's like, hey, would love, he's like, congratulations to everyone. And then we just, we should do a collab episode someday. Sure enough, we did a collab episode.
Just for Paula in the chat real quick. I have 40 pairs of shoes.
We did a collab episode and then we hit it off as well. I found out that me and Sean are pretty much identical. We love wrestling. We love to eat. Doctors call us morbidly obese.
High LDLs.
High LDLs, cholesterol popping right now. So that's pretty much how me and Sean kind of got introduced to each other. Again, like Josh, instant chemistry. And then fast forward to around May 2021, Dumbfounded ended. And I was like, you know what? Is my podcasting career going to be over? And I was like, I refuse. So I hit up Josh first, actually, and just like, hey, kind of have this idea.
John.
Wow.
Sorry.
This whole time, John has been telling me he told me first.
Ah.
Wow.
So
He's been lying. I think the live stream is over, actually.
So I hit up Josh. I hit up Josh first and just be like, hey, I have this idea. And I also want to bring in Sean. And, you know, even though they never met together, they never met at all.
No,
I don't think they even got it.
Still haven't.
I don't think Josh has ever listened to a Shots and Thoughts episode, now that I think about it.
Fuck me.
I listened to one. They talked about NFTs a lot.
That's true. So then we were like, you know what? Let's try this out. I have a concept. Reddit on Wiki is the kind of idea that I had. I don't know where it's going, but I think you two would be perfect for it. We were like, okay, let's do a pilot episode. Next thing you know, we record an episode. We're like, oh, we kind of get along.
I think the first time Sean and I ever talked was on the first episode we recorded.
Yes.
Did we put that out? What was the first?
It was Aswang, wasn't it?
It was the Aswang episode. Yeah, that was episode 0. Instant chemistry. And, from there, we were just like, maybe we could keep this going. And then Josh eventually hit the TikTok gold mine. And ladies and gentlemen, here we are celebrating 1 year with you, Wikimaniacs. So
hell yeah. Super
that's
exciting.
how we kind of got started.
So you can all thank John in the chat for bringing us together.
Sliding in the DMs, yes.
Yeah, for hitting on us in the DMs.
Yes.
He left out the other messages he sent us.
Very dirty.
Yeah.
And if you want to see them, you can Venmo me at SEANSNTPOD.
Oh, shout out Weird Holes. Yeah, that was when we kind of kicked off on TikTok. We had the Weird Holes episode come out, and we weren't sure how our audience was going to, because that's kind of when we were merging into like Reddit stuff more, leaving behind our history episodes, I guess you'd call them. Yeah. And so we were like, well, let's see how this goes. And we throw it out. And actually did pretty well.
You right, Elena. Maybe you should Venmo me for the idea. Screw Sean.
Wow, stealing a gimmick. How original. How original.
Come on.
Ooh, get your own bit, John.
Oh my God. Whatever. Okay, so now moving on to the next question. So that's kind of how we started. And this is where we are right now. Diana from our Patreon wants to stir the pot already. Second question off the bat. Do you have a favorite co-host? Josh, you can go first.
Oh, well, okay. Just throwing me into the fire, eh? Oh man. I don't think I do. You guys both bring a different uniqueness to Sean. I would say Sean's probably the more thoughtful of us. And so he brings the thoughtful, usually even-tempered take, except when he's screaming his head off, which is hilarious. And then John brings like a more comedic, lighthearted aspect to things. Not that you have great takes as well. They usually just come with a pun or something like that attached to it. So
ignore my wife on the chat. I can't tell you guys apart. I can't tell you guys apart. That is my wife on the chat right now. Leave me alone, darling.
Oh my goodness, just outing her. And then I obviously love Sienna as my co-host. So she's got to be number 1 for me. Sorry, guys.
Hey, that's perfect. Sean, do you have anybody?
My wife has not come on the show, so can't take the easy way out like Josh.
Okay. Can I do a side question? Why haven't you guys had your wives on the podcast?
My wife will out me for all my weirdness, so I refuse to be ruined.
I just don't know if my wife wants to be on a podcast. I mean, I've had Shots and Thoughts for like 2 years prior to that. She likes to just chill. She doesn't want to be on. Now that we have fucking 30 million TikTok views, which is insane. It's a lot of eyes.
Also, shout out to Chantal for the saying, "I want to objectify all you lovely gentlemen." Appreciate that.
Please, Sean needs an ego boost.
Yeah,
he loves that.
I love that shit.
Okay, so sorry, Sean, you were saying your favorite host. Go ahead.
Oh, right. It's like, do I go with John? He's been lying to me this whole time, saying he came to me first. Do I go with Josh, who was very rude to me when he had COVID? It's just like, where are the positives here?
To be fair, I had an excuse. So
that's true. But the episode before, I also had COVID, and I think I was nice.
You were, but you're always nice. Yeah.
Yeah. You're the nicest of us 3.
It's wild to think that I'm the thoughtful one. I feel like you two are just as thoughtful. I don't think I'm any more thoughtful. I feel like you guys have great takes all the time. It's hard to say a favorite, both of these guys I look up to immensely. Before Reddit on Wiki started, their podcasts did like quadruple, maybe more, probably more than times numbers than Shots and Thoughts. So these guys have always been the role models, even though Josh is only like 21 or some shit.
God, I'm not that young.
I love both my co-hosts. You cannot get us to fight this early.
No, absolutely not.
Even though we've already fake fought a bunch of times in the first 20 minutes of this. Oh my God. Time flies.
It does fly.
Yes.
Yeah.
You guys are both my favorite. So
I was going to say, watch John just pick one of us and be like, yep.
You guys are both my favorite. I equally love both of you. And I said it. I love you guys. You know, like you guys do bring good energy all around, and the way you guys bring about like your perspective, I really appreciate it. So I love you guys both equally. All right, moving on. About who's
there was fan art.
Wait,
I'm
what?
very bad at reading. Last
Could you guys show my?
We did get fan art from.
We did. It was on.
I'll look it up. You just keep going with the questions,
okay,
John.
All right. So next question from Diana from Patreon as well. Have you had a favorite guest host so far?
Oh man,
Josh, easy way out again.
Just say it, Josh.
Sienna's like a co-host now. She's an unofficial co-host, so I'll pick someone that's that isn't as a regular, I guess.
I miss most of our co-hosts because usually they're there for
replace
for me to But again, I've said it on the pod many times. It's when we need to get a bunch of episodes in and I'm not available. I gave them a schedule ahead of time, but since we blew up, we're doing so much recording and doing a lot of we're scheduling a lot more and stuff. So it's a good thing. It's a good problem to have. It's just I need to adjust my life, I guess. But
yeah,
for me, the guests that I've been with, have all been like my close friends. So it's hard to pick. We've had Linz, we've had Alex with me, we've had Sienna. I got to do some with Sienna. My co-host from Shots and Thoughts, Chris, my best man at my wedding. So I don't know. It's just been I've really loved the time that I've got to spend with all our guests. I will not choose favorites. Political answer.
That's fair. I really liked Linz and Alex are really great. And I'm not just saying that because they're in the chat right now.
Yes.
Yeah, and Chris isn't in the chat. Fuck you, Chris. Actually, yeah, take Chris off my list.
So I've got to go with one of them, I think. All of our other guests have been amazing, but Linz and Alex
from Tennis Pod. I met Nick from Tennis.
Yeah, Nick was great too. Yeah,
really funny.
And yeah, go ahead, John.
No, I was gonna say I'm also gonna go with Linz and Alex just because Linz.
Oh, that was you. Oh, I love this one. This is so. I love both that we've gotten.
Cute.
It's great.
But
I'm going with Linz and Alex.
Green hoodie and the black hat.
Now I was gonna go with Linz and Alex too, just because I thought one of the funniest episodes that we did was when we did the confessionals with Linz, and we just went full on character on that one, and I thought that was completely hilarious. I'm also gonna go with Alex just because future episode, spoiler, Wikimaniacs, there will be smut this Monday. So
it's bad.
Prepare for that one.
Full disclosure, I missed this episode, so this is one I'm like the first one I've missed, or second one I've missed. So I don't actually know what the smut's going to be. It's going to be interesting editing it later.
All right, moving on to the next. We got two more questions before we head on to our "Am I the Asshole" ones, because these can go pretty long.
Yeah.
What? This is coming from Crystal from Patreon and Mikey Bella from Instagram. What is your favorite "Am I the Asshole" moment so far?
I think it's a cop out to say our first TikTok that went went viral. That was a good one because it was just fun, so funny how visceral Sean's reaction was to that, and it was like our first it was our first one where Sean was just like, what the fuck is this? And he just went off on you, and you too, John. You went off on him as well. And it was just so funny. And it's the one that kind of kicked off the success to the show. So I do enjoy that one. As bad as the person was.
Sean?
I don't know. So many are infuriating. He don't
watch any of it. That's why.
Well, I don't watch the show. I'm on the show. Why would I watch it? I think You know, I don't know. Best for my mental health, I try to forget the stories as much as possible. A little bit, to be honest, because sometimes they are deeply depressing. Like the one episode with John, he hit like 5 bangers in a row. I was like,
yep.
Oh my God, I'm fucking getting wrecked right now.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, my favorite moment is just, getting to chat with my guys and then seeing the comments and interactions and stuff, crazy that we have people that talk to us about this stuff. So
yeah,
not necessarily the stories, but the interactions is super dope.
I do want to hop in here quick and say, Hunter actually reminded me of one. He said, or they said, bring back the confessions. And that was one of my favorite episodes, actually, because that was we went so hilarious. Off the rails on that episode, and it was just, it was so
a good
wild.
time. Yeah.
Sean refuses to do the confessions. So
I cannot. So whenever I'm not,
we'll bring Lynn's back and we'll just do full on confessions.
We'll do one with Lynn's where it's just a chaotic episode. And then shout out to
Ariori. Thank you.
Oh God, yeah. Thank you for pronouncing that name. I'm sorry.
Sorry if I pronounced that wrong, by the way.
Adore this podcast, and you guys, please tell us if you guys are ever considering a meetup.
Well, first of all, we need to meet each other first.
We need to meet each other.
Yeah,
we haven't seen.
Also, we have that Patreon stretch goal, right? Where if we do, we get enough patrons, we're gonna do a live show, and Josh is just gonna take fucking shrooms on stage. Is that what we said?
Well,
we said something wild, or was that not a Patreon goal? Just a.
I don't know if we've made it a goal yet, but that's a good goal would be to do a live show somewhere.
That'd be so cool.
Yeah, I don't think any of us have ever done something like that, so it would be a big lift on the first one, but it's something we're open to.
But it wasn't like people
you
didn't come to see us.
No.
People came to eat at a restaurant and we bothered them for an hour and a half.
We could do something like that.
Chuckle said Manscape on stage. No, we are not going to do that.
I'll record how to use it.
Watch me make this hair disappear.
$25 on Patreon right now to see the videos of me testing our Manscaped products.
And I was going to say, I think I saw Jade put it on a chat. I think one of my favorite Am I the Asshole episodes too was with Chris, the one with the mac and cheese, or the guy, or not the mac and cheese, I'm sorry. Was it the guy who said like, hey, make me dinner like in the middle of the night?
Oh, yeah.
That one was pretty bad. And at the very end of the episode, Chris was so traumatized. And he was you guys do this every week? And he just came out like really angry at the end of that episode. And I thought that was hilarious. So shout out to Chris for guest hosting on that one.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Boy.
Last question before we head on to our usual content. And Josh, I need you to answer not Sienna on this one, okay? Because we already know, okay?
I'll try not to.
If you couldn't, this is actually from Marine from Patreon. If you could invite anybody, who would be your dream co-host?
Oh man, your wife, John.
Oh God! Please don't say that. She is watching. She is ready.
I want to hear all the stories she's got.
She got a lot on me. A lot.
I feel she'd be like, from what you've told me about her, because I've never actually met her, which is sad.
Weird as hell.
She seems funny as hell.
Yeah, she does seem funny. Hell. Yeah, we're weird too.
Don't encourage her. Oh my God, she's watching right now. Oh hell no. Oh God. Anyways,
so that's my answer. I think it's hilarious.
Okay. Jesus Christ, Sean.
I would get not Chris Hemsworth. I will get another Marvel superhero. Mark Spector, Stephen Grant, Moon Knight, Oscar Isaac. Mostly due to the fact that if we get Oscar Isaac, my wife will come on the pod. She'll be 100% on and willing to be on a podcast. So that's my reasoning.
That's funny.
Oh my gosh. Petition for John's wife to come spill the tea. Jesus Christ. Why are you encouraging this?
This is wild.
Drella, please.
That's the poll I want to get going.
Chloe is here, by the way. My corgi is sleeping right now. She's on the side, so she's snoring. Or not snoring, but she's sleeping somewhere.
What a tease.
I know.
You can't drop the corgi news and then not show the camera the corgi.
Yeah.
Rude.
She's here
Your wife
somewhere.
said to show Chloe.
I can't. She's sleeping.
Happy wife, happy life. John.
Yeah, come on, John.
Hey, also goes happy spouse, happy house. All right. You want to start with me? I can rhyme with you all day, boy. Let's go.
Oh, we're just doing rhymes now. Cool.
Oh, it's not shots and thoughts. All right. Yeah. All right. So that's it on the Q&A for the first part. Let's get to Am I the Assholes, Josh? I feel like this is what people came here for.
Yeah. So what I did was I went to Am I the Asshole and I said, we're celebrating 1 year. So why not celebrate the best of Am I the Asshole? And so I went to top Am I the Asshole stories of all time.
All time?
All time. I should have done just this year, but we've done a lot of them. I did that and I was like, oh, we've done most of these. Oh, speaking of Sienna, she's here.
Hey, let's go.
Shout out to Sienna and Ringo.
Hi, everyone.
Ringo podcast.
Where's the camera?
She's right there. Yeah. Say hi.
She did not want to come down.
Yeah, she's in a very playful mood.
That's so cute.
Yeah.
Sean, do you have your?
Thank you, everyone who commented that I'm the best. Thank you, everyone that commented I'm the best host, and that Josh should say that.
How many?
And also, I'm not a wife or fiance. There's no ring on this finger,
yes,
guys.
That's true. That's true.
Wow.
Nice.
Just want to point that out there.
We're celebrating our anniversary in a few
You need to
weeks.
sign up for Patreon so Josh can afford the grandest ring possible.
Yeah, sounds good. You gonna pop down a little bit?
Egging it on right now.
She's wild.
Yeah, maybe take.
Okay.
We'll bring her down maybe when she's a little calmer, but oh damn, everyone's
Josh,
roasting me in chat now.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're actually celebrating our anniversary in a couple weeks. So
congratulations, guys.
Wow. Before she gets on the camera, do you have the ring, John?
I do not, and she has it on upstairs. So. All right, let's hop into the first Am I the Asshole? And you guys keep roasting me in chat.
Yeah, roast his handlebars.
Yeah. All right. So we're gonna do this where you guys can read along with me.
Whoa.
We're gonna try this and see how it goes. So
is there a sound effect?
By the way, feel free to laugh at us, and you can appreciate Josh's editing skills more because half of the time we do not know how to read.
I stutter through most stories, so you'll get to see it live.
There's the corgi.
Oh, there she is.
She made an appearance.
All right. So, am I the asshole for telling my son he deserved his girlfriend breaking up with him? So, my son had a long distance GF recently for about 2 years. She was great, a really nice girl, and we all loved her, welcomed her with open arms. She was flying here constantly to visit him, like a weekend a month, and he didn't lift a finger to go visit her. Oof. All right, Alex, stop reading ahead. I tried talking to him about it several times and told him he should really start looking into flying over to her instead of expecting her to do all the traveling. He said no. And my wife probably had something to do with it, as she constantly told him she was afraid of him flying. I spoke to them both and said that this girl is great for him. She was willing to move over to our country too, but said there was one condition, and that was he'd have to fly over to her country as well, which is fair enough.
Yeah.
He said no, he didn't want to fly or travel anywhere. My son was becoming lazier and lazier, eventually telling his GF and us that he was perfectly fine, never traveling anywhere, including holidays, etc. What a loser.
I was about to say, not to sound rude, but this guy kind of sounds lame.
Yeah, like traveling is fun. I can't.
Seriously,
I couldn't wait to travel for COVID. I know John travels all the time, so
all the time.
Was I supposed to be recording this?
No, we're good.
Okay. Oh my God, we're 30 minutes in. Holy moly!
Just missed it all.
Because I forgot to.
Okay, I'm glad I'm not alone.
Yeah. So last week he told us she dumped him. I went on her Facebook page as well, as we're all still friends. She wrote us an apology letter about how she's upset it didn't work out, but these things happen. So we're on good terms. And looks like she's with a new guy already. Me and my wife have no doubt she was seeing him whilst they were still in a relationship with my son. I mean, I guess like it kind of shitty, but I guess if he's not making any effort to put into the relationship, like it's kind of on you. You know what I mean?
It is kind of on you. Like if you're not making the effort to just meet your partner halfway, and it seems like she was willing to go to distance with this guy, literally, and figuratively, and he doesn't even want to lift a finger or just get up out of his ass to like even try.
Is this
you deserve to get dumped, my guy?
No, it's not the end of the story.
Okay, I was gonna say because right now I'm kind of like caught in between. I never want to advocate for cheating. You know what I mean? Like,
true,
right?
I definitely think if she had feelings for another guy, she should have dumped this lazy guy
to begin with
a lot earlier. You know what I mean? Always finish your business before starting new business.
Yeah, save money on plane tickets and
also makes me think this could have been a 90-day fiance situation.
Probably
halfway through, I'm sure, but
true.
You know, what if they were just trying to get to the? Well, I don't know. I don't know what country anyone's from.
Yeah,
continue.
We'll continue and see. So I confessed to both of them that I actually agree with her decision and that he should have expected it. He did not treat her properly, and I hope he learns his lesson for the next one because he needs to make more of an effort. I said he deserves it for his lack of effort in the relationship and for essentially just allowing this girl to spend all her money and time coming here. All the time. Sorry. My wife and son are very upset that I said this. Very, very upset. And my wife says I'm being horrible. Am I the asshole? I stand by what I said.
No.
Nah.
I'm going to go with no.
Yeah, nah for me.
And I already see what Luna is saying too. It says LDRs require double the work on both ends. And that's coming from experience. It is true. And the fact that the girlfriend was willing to fly there at any given notice, you know, like making that effort, that shows she's committed on her part. And the fact that he doesn't even want to bother trying, to me, that's like, and I think that's good on the dad to say that to the kid, you know, and just be like, hey, if you want to foster relationships, if you want to grow as a person and like treat people how you want to be treated, you got to do the work.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
For the sounds of it, it doesn't even sound like she's asking for half the work. She's just like, hey, just meet me in just give me attention and meet me in some form. And he seems also, like he doesn't even want that.
Like it could be a cool experience to go visit another country and like, you know, make a trip, do a vacation kind of style. And then realize that planes aren't, I mean, the fear of plane is obviously a thing. But you should have realized early on, if you're afraid of flying, that this is not going to work. So you shouldn't have let her on like that and made her spend all their money to realize that you're not going to put any effort in.
Yeah. Agreed.
What about you, Sean?
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you guys already said it. He had somebody that was willing to travel all the time, willing to move. All they wanted was like one time you visit, you know, her family and friends and her country and all that.
Hey,
John didn't visit me when we were elder. That tea.
I was contractually obligated by the United States government to stay at my post, and I cannot leave, girl. Come on. See, this is why I don't want her on the damn
This is why I want her on.
Come on, girl. Oh my God. But she did visit me a lot, though. Shout out to my wife. I love you, girl.
Hell yeah.
And you made zero effort and she's still married.
God, you want me to go AWOL, bro? Like, you want me to go to jail? I'm too pretty to go to jail, my guy. God damn.
Oh, God. So I think we're unanimous in saying that this father, I assume, is not the asshole. Our parent is not the asshole. The son should have definitely put in some work. A little shitty that she didn't end it before starting things with another guy, but I don't know. That's a tough situation.
But also don't blame her. So.
Yeah. All right. I hope the next story brings out another story from your wife. This is great.
I want to say I want to disconnect the Wi-Fi, but then I'll also be gone.
We'll just bring on a guest. God. It's fine. All right. So moving on to the next story. So Am I the asshole for pretending to get fired when customers get a temper with me?
What?
Whoa, what?
So if you guys work retail, because spoilers, that's kind of where it gets into, but have you guys worked retail before?
I have not.
Sean, you worked Panera Bread.
I did. Yeah, I did. I am an alumni of Bread U.
Bread U, yeah. Shout out.
Shout out.
Yeah, like there can be customers that are not great. I worked in
complete assholes.
Yeah. So, I am a high schooler with a weekend job at a coffee shop. My coworkers who work weekends are James, the owner's son. He goes to my school. He's a shift manager, but it's not really a formal thing. He's a really friendly guy. And Danielle, a college student who sometimes works weekends too. So sometimes customers will come in and just be angry about such a little stuff, like literally blow up about nothing. I don't know if they're in a bad mood already and looking for someone to take it out on or what, but it's a lot. Like, how sad do you have to be to be a grown-ass man taking your anger out on a high school and college kids, which is facts. Like,
Facts.
People, I think everyone should have to work a server job or like
service.
Yeah, some sort of customer service job, because like to be on the other side of experience people's rage would just give you open your eyes so much and realize that, oh, you're getting paid nothing and you have to deal with all this shit and do a bunch of backbreaking work sometimes, and just like you would treat people so much better coming out of those jobs, I think. Anyway, sorry, that was a little tangent. But so James and I were joking about having a little fun with them and hopefully getting them off of our backs. So one day I was at work and some guy was having a temper about how we don't make the coffee hot enough, which I couldn't do a thing about because I give it to him right out of the machine. Oh my God. So James came in and was like, "Sir, is there a problem here?" And the guy started ranting at him too. So he was just like, "OP, this is unacceptable. You're fired."
Oh.
I started acting real sad, like, "No, please don't fire me. My family needs the money. I need this job, please."
No.
He played being a hard ass, telling me to take off my apron and leave. The angry guy started to backtrack and said, like, "This isn't it isn't that big of a problem. You don't need to fire her over it. I didn't mean it." James doubled down and was like, "No, we pride ourselves on the best customer service." Of course, after all that drama, I still had my job. We were just acting. And we've done it a couple times. Whenever a customer will lose their temper at Danielle or I, James will storm in and fire us. And almost every time, the person who comes in angry will apologize and say that they didn't mean it. It's kind of satisfying making people realize their actions might have actual consequences. Anyway, I was telling my friends from school about this, and a few of them thought it was mean to prank, to let someone go away thinking they'd gotten someone who desperately needs money fired. So am I the asshole for this joke?
Hell no. That shit is hilarious.
So funny. Yeah, like, and I think what you're doing is a good thing. You're making people immediately realize, oh, if I say something like to get someone fired, like someone could actually get fired and lose their job, and they have a family. I have a family. Like this actually affects people. Like, if anything, you're a hero for what you're doing. Just shedding some light on the assholes in the world, and people who are willing to pick on kids, as you said, which is ridiculous.
I think there needs to be more managers like that who are willing to go that way, because you can only do so much in customer service. And the fact that people would give you such a hard time for first of all, people feel like they're entitled to to roll the red carpet with them just because you're paying for a service. Yeah. I hate that. Like, I hate that about people sometimes. And we need more managers like that who takes an instance where it's like it could be like fragile, or it could be like confrontational, and make it to be funny. I think whoever that person's if that person's going to be in a leadership role someday, I think they're going to be an awesome awesome boss because they can make light out of any situation. So I think that's pretty cool.
Absolutely. What about you, Sean?
I mean, yeah, I agree. Not the asshole. In fact, I'm kind of mad that I haven't seen this like on video before.
Yeah.
Like in a world full of content, nonstop content, how has this not been a thing? I would love to watch.
Where are the TikToks?
Right.
Where are the TikToks of this?
Yeah, get on it. Whoever OP, get on that. Not that,
That would, that'd be great.
Andy, I don't know what goes viral, but I feel like that would go viral.
Absolutely. I mean, customer freakouts go viral, and that's like the far opposite. So that'd be funny.
Yeah. People love to see customers get owned when they're, well, not customers. People love to see assholes get owned.
Asshole customers.
Yes,
exactly.
Yeah.
So it's just, you love to see that. If anybody in the chat is a manager and has cool employees that would do some shit like this, film that and tag us. I'd love to see.
Yeah. Get a GoPro, put them on all of your employees.
Yeah.
Okay. So those were my two back-to-back Am I the Assholes? Sean, did you want to hop into your true off my chest?
Yes. I know we have like 20 plus questions. Did we want to do some questions before that? Or are we just doing beginning and end?
Yeah, let's not.
I mean, whatever you guys want, like whatever chat wants to do. If you guys want more questions, you guys want more, or you guys want to hit another Reddit story, whatever you guys want.
Yeah, let us know.
Yeah, we came in this with half a plan
right now. Yeah.
We're at 93 watchers right now.
Oh, that's
crazy.
I was expecting 5 people.
For real.
So people are saying questions right now, so we can hit a couple questions.
Yeah, let's do it.
You want to hit
I got
2 or 3 of those?
All right. Yeah, let's get some questions out. And I think the next set are pretty, we can probably go rapid fire on these ones. Okay.
Sure.
So, Sean, let's go with you first. And I think you already mentioned it with your our previous episodes before, but what was your dream job as a child? And this is from Jasmine from Patreon.
Oh, yeah, we've made a TikTok about this.
Yes.
My dream job as a child would be a professional wrestler by night, a lawyer by day. I would, fight for justice during the day, and then also fight for justice with my fist during the night. It's a win-win, beating the bad guys on both sides. Yeah, I see smut. I could make smut about that. I could write. In fact, I could read some right now.
No,
God. that was the question. What people want coming up next, and someone said smut. So.
Oh, is Sean Daredevil? Possibly.
He'd be She-Hulk. I've seen him rage out.
Josh, what is your dream job, my guy?
Yeah, and we did talk about this, but mine's less funny. I wanted to be a soccer player growing up. I played a lot. And yeah, but I don't have it. And then I wanted to also be a lawyer on the side. Yeah, let's go with Sean. And we'll be a tag teaming duo.
Oh, love to hear that.
Well, now that we're all in the same business, let me be your ring manager. So I will talk smack to our opponents. And then you guys can do all the work and I just chill in the back and hopefully not get beat up.
Yeah, you have to be a certain height to get into the ring, John. So,
yeah.
You can be our manager.
Yeah, get your ass at it.
Also, everybody, I literally just got closer to the camera. That's the only difference that happened between now and 5 minutes ago.
Are you using your camera?
This is my cell phone.
Oh, yeah.
You need to send me a camera. I could use it.
I can't hear John for whatever reason. It's weird.
Oh, my God.
Next question.
I can duck under the ropes, Dustin. It do be fast.
That's true, yeah.
Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman is a goat. He's also heavy set like me, so it's all good. I could be the mouthpiece.
Oh my.
All right, so there's actually a follow-up question with that from Jasmine as well. Let's go with Josh first on this one. Would you be doing podcasts if you could do any job that you want?
Yeah, I'd love to do podcasting. And actually over the past few months, we've been talking about closer and closer to becoming a reality. So
crazy.
Yeah.
Please, I'm tired of my job.
Peek behind the curtains. We are probably going to be hiring an editor soon. So that just means, less stress on me to get out the episodes, and then we can we'll try and make more content, for Patreon and stuff like that. We got plans in the works, and we're hoping to eventually make this full time. Shout out like sponsors like Manscaped for sponsoring us and paying some of the bills, and our patrons. We love you guys, and
Thank you.
Yeah. So I would absolutely do this full time if I could, and hopefully sometime in the near future we can do this full time.
Yeah, honestly, shout out to everybody who's like tipped today or ever, or who are patrons on our Patreon, or did the buy me a coffee, or, I don't know if we've ever technically really sold merch, but anybody who's helped us out, actually anyway, financially, and, just by listening and sharing and, watching us on TikTok. Again, my Venmo is at SEANSNTPOD. But yeah, you guys, truly everybody that's here watching, or, if you've paid to, you're really getting us close to a reality where one of us, probably most definitely Josh, because he deserves
most definitely Josh,
to quit his 9 to 5 and focus on this completely. And it's truly crazy to think about. We always talked about it, been like, wouldn't it be so crazy? And you guys are making it happen. And I was about to say slowly, but honestly, we started this a year ago, and we're already like almost 100 of you guys are watching us live, which is crazy.
Yeah. So I completely forgot about this, but speaking of merch, we have the new designs up for the merch. So shout out to our friend Emily, which I'll tag somewhere, but she did the design for the new Wikimaniacs shirts, and then we have some Get Therapy shirts up as well. So if you guys want to, feel free to check them out. We're hoping to get a couple more things in. We're thinking of like, this is a little behind the scenes, but we're thinking of podcasts merch and a few other things that we're
Sean in a $25 bill.
Yeah.
A $25 bill. Oh my God.
Yeah, that'd be
give
great.
that to me now.
No, you.
No, not giving you, but the merch.
No. Yeah, it'd be the merch would be you in a $25.
Yeah, a $25 bill.
Either way, I love
it. So yeah, sorry, I completely forgot. I meant to mention that off the top, and I'm, all over the place.
Worldwide, like
we could.
Great question.
We'll make it happen. Yes.
Yeah, I'm sure it will. But you'll just you check it out, and if it doesn't ship, let us know. We'll try and figure something out. Also, we will be doing a merch giveaway for our patrons this month for the first time. So, patrons,
stay tuned for that.
Yeah. So patrons, pick out a design you like, maybe, and then you might get drawn. So. Yeah. Sorry, I interrupted your Q&A, John. Go ahead.
No, you're good. And then for my answer for that one, would I be doing podcasts if I could have any job I want? Absolutely, yes. Because job is stressful. Like the 9 to 5 is, I'm sure all of you guys can relate on this. It's a grind. And this is like an outlet for us to just have fun and, shoot the shit. And, we didn't expect to kind of blow up in this capacity in a short amount of time. So y'all made that happen. What the guy said, the sentiments that they said, we really owe it all to you guys. Like your support, the way you always tag us, always support us financially, or even just listening. It's the reviews. It means the world to us. So big thank you. Like we really appreciate y'all for that.
Absolutely.
So the next 3 questions are going to be coming from our good friend Linz. So if you could meet your podcast idol, who would it be? Sean, you can take this one first.
Jake and Amir from Jake and Amir. They host a podcast called If I Were You. They are the founders of HeadGum.
They're also like
podcast network.
OG YouTubers.
Oh yeah,
OG Legends. YouTubers. I listen to their Patreon. I listen to Jake's D&D podcast and Amir's NBA podcast, and I'm a fucking a stan for Jake and Amir, I guess. But yeah, I mean, that was the first podcast that I listened to, but like, I don't know. I've met so many cool people while podcasting too, like other indie podcasters. And yeah, I mean, any one of them. What was it? What was the question? Who are my
Who's your podcast? I don't know. Yeah, you said it already. Jake and Amir. Yeah. Who's your podcast?
I just want to also, shout out all the people I've met. Love you guys.
Shout out to the Cultivate fam. If you guys rock with us, rock with everyone else on the Cultivate podcast network. They're all amazing creators. support them as much as you guys support us. They're awesome. What about you, Josh? Who's your podcast idol?
Oh man, this is tough because I have a few podcasts that I'm a huge fan of, like Robert Evans, Behind the Bastards. Let's Start a Cult is heavily influenced by that podcast, and that is a great podcast if you guys ever want to check it out. Dan Carlin is amazing. He's like an OG for hardcore history. I love history podcasts. As you can probably tell from our earlier content, I love making history as well. So I love making history. That sounded not what I meant.
Very cultish there, my guy.
Yeah.
Making history.
No, not Andrew Tate.
If we did a stretch goal on Patreon for a D&D campaign with the three of us, that would be
I've
sick.
never played. I'm excited. I would love to do that.
And then I think I think Malcolm Gladwell would probably be my other I like podcast host I'd like to meet. Is that what the question was, or whatever it was?
Yeah. So who your podcast idols are?
So either one of those, and then I have like a hockey one that I don't think anyone will care about. But Steve Dangle is. I've been listening to his podcast probably the longest, I think. So yeah, that's just a hockey podcast if anyone's interested. But yeah, those are my 4 answers. I know it was only supposed to be 1, but
you're fine. For me, I would love to meet Aaron Mahnke. I love lore, like everything about like his voice, the way he presents. It's just so soothing, and I really want to like get into that type of narrating someday. And other podcasters that I want to like meet someday, and it crosses between my love for wrestling as well. I would love to meet the New Day. The New Day is like and Jade will probably appreciate this answer. They are pretty much my inspiration to get into podcasting, and it's kind of like a good premise to what we have. They're also like 3 characters who kind of just randomly got put together in a trios, or like, you know, like a stable in wrestling, and they just meshed. You know, they kind of got along, and they just made it happen. And they've been one of the longest tenured tag team and like trios in like wrestling history. They're so decorated. So yeah, like that. Those are like the 4 people that I kind of want to meet: Aaron Mahnke, Xavier Woods, Big E, and Kofi Kingston of the New Day. So okay,
awesome.
All right, last question. Oh, actually, there's 2 more. This should be pretty quick. If you could be a guest on anyone's show, whose would it be and why?
Any of the ones I just mentioned, I would love, but oh man,
I got mine.
You're gonna say Jake and Amir?
No, I'm gonna say fucking Andrew Tate, so I can fucking fist fight that guy.
You know he's a kickboxer. You think you can take him on?
Probably beat
black
you
belt
up.
Taekwondo. I'll probably get my ass whooped, but who cares?
Ooh, oh,
justice.
Damn. Okay.
Oh shit, Sean. Sexy.
I'm not gonna be as confrontational. I'd probably like. I would. Yeah. Probably. Oh man. Robert Evans would be probably my ideal one to be on. Just because like I love his dry humor, and I think that would mesh with me. So I'm gonna say Robert Evans, Behind the Bastards. Also, I finally found. Sorry,
yeah,
go ahead.
I'm probably gonna go. It's not technically a podcast, but I would love to go on Hot Ones someday.
Ooh, Hot Ones would be great. We've talked about that, I think.
I did
Hot Ones for my birthday one time. Like I just got all the sauces, and me and my friends ate it.
Oh
Super
my God.
fun. Highly recommend.
I've done the I've had the super hot sauce.
Wow. And you think pepper is ketchup, so that's
hot
crazy.
sauce.
Whatever the one the last dab, that's what it's called.
The last
dab.
Okay.
That. Also, this is the one I finally found was from Eris. I think that's it. They did an awesome podcast. I love it.
Wow,
so sorry, Eris. We were trying to find it, and I've completely forgot where it was. So I remembered where it was, and was like, I got to show this. So thank you very much for this. It's super cute.
All right. Last question. Oh, thank you, Eris, by the way. Last question before we head to Sean's subreddit. And this should be a fun one. This is also from Linz. Oh, thank you. I've been on a streak of pronouncing names right. So
yeah, you're killing it.
I appreciate that. It's the HR, baby. So if you had to be a potato, what potato would you be?
What the?
This is from Linz.
I feel white potato is probably the easiest one for me to say.
Oh, it had to be a white potato? Of course it would be a white potato.
That's the joke. That's the joke, John.
Okay, sure.
Sweet potato would be cool.
I'll be a taro root, even though I don't think that's technically a potato. It's close. It's starchy.
Because my cholesterol is so damn high, I'm gonna be a tater tot. So
oh wait, we could choose the.
You could choose,
variety?
yeah, choose a variety.
Oh, what kind
waffle
of
fries?
Fry am I?
Waffle fries, okay. Give me some waffle fries.
I want to be the curly fries from Jack in the Box.
Oh, slaps. I like that. That's just
or Popeye's fries. Ooh.
Ooh, I'm getting hungry. I'm on fries now. I would like to be a tater tot because it's a delicacy and could be a projectile weapon. So that's why I want to be a tater tot.
No, you just want to be a Andrew Tate fan. That's what I call them. I call them tater tots.
Tater tots.
Dude,
I'm all about that toxic masculinity, baby.
I did not know who the fuck that guy was before you guys assaulted me on the podcast.
He's all over social media. There's no way you could miss him.
TikTok. He's all over the For You page. It's like you watch one person criticize him on TikTok, and then that's all your fucking For You pages. It's like,
let's
God
stop,
damn
because
it.
I don't want to give him any airtime.
Yeah.
Let's not
last time
talk
we
about
mentioned
that
stupid ass.
Dumbass.
I'll fight him.
All right, that's it for like this part of the Q&A. Sean, would you like to take it away with your story, my guy?
Let's get into it, guys.
Please,
so from smut.com. I'm just kidding. This is from the subreddit True Off My Chest. Somebody recommended this subreddit to me. I really wish I had a better memory or I wrote it down or something. If I find out who did it, I will give you guys full credit. Again, I apologize. I'm so sorry. But this is from True Off My Chest from Reddit user Lost in Despair. It's titled. Ooh, you guys are gonna hear how much I have to stop and like get spit in my throat in order to read.
It's lovely.
I didn't react the right way to my husband's cheating prank, and now our marriage is not the same. I don't want a divorce over such a ridiculous thing.
Oh no. Oh, sorry. I forgot to share too. Cheating pranks are not cool, probably. I haven't read this, but that's not cool.
All right, let's get into it. If you think we're young, then think again. I'm a 35-year-old female and he's a 33-year-old male, and I can't believe this is really happening. I begged him to go to therapy with me, but he's refusing any type of conversation. Red flag.
Red flag. See, we're like thinking that already. Red flag. Get therapy.
Yeah, buy the shirt and get therapy. And then my Venmo again is at SEANSNTPOD. About a month ago, while having Sunday breakfast, my husband left his iPad on the counter when I was doing the dishes and went to the gym. Now I think about it, he went out of his way to draw my attention to the iPad the whole morning by placing it on display and leaving it wherever I was. Now I know why. While I was loading the dishwasher, he got a text and a picture of a naked female torso. And, quote, "You miss this?" End quote. The number belonged to Eve. I froze in my tracks. We've been married for 2 years, and we have 2 children together, a 5-year-old boy and a 3-year-old girl. And against my better judgment, I started looking. And there was this full conversation for over a week. He was cheating on me with this Eve.
That's not cool. I mean, from the title, it seemed he says it's a prank, but that's not cool at all. Holy shit, that is way over the line.
Yeah, a fucking week-long prep for a fucking prank.
Yeah, like that's a lot of effort to try and convince your wife you're cheating, which is weird.
Extremely.
I'm shooketh right now.
Okay, so I can't describe the amount of pain I felt, and I ran to the bathroom, vomiting and crying. Oh, that Coke is coming back. Anyway, when he got back from the gym and
we're live, baby.
What's wrong? I just handed him the iPad and told him that he got a text from Eve and that I needed to go out for a walk if he could stay with the children. He said, okay. I went on a 3-hour walk. He texted me multiple times if I was okay, and I said that I was fine, just needed the walk. I don't remember crying this much my entire life. When I got home, I told him that I knew about his affair and asked him how we were going to do this. Do what? He asked. I told him that we obviously can't stay married, but that I needed to know what we're doing or what we're going to do. I cannot read. I'm so sorry. But I needed to know how we're going to do this with the least damage possible to the children. I told him that since he has his parents living near, he could move out and let me stay with the children for now since until we are separated.
Dude, that's like, this is why you don't pull pranks like that.
And
because
it's gonna get worse.
Because
it's not done.
No, it's not. Yeah, that's insane. Like a lot of people are saying, yeah, causing trauma is not a prank. Absolutely. Like that's just going to build up in trauma. And now she's even if this is a prank, she's not going to trust you from here on out, which is like just the end of a relationship right there. Like that is crazy.
How are you going to put your
premise for a prank?
Whole ass family in turmoil just so you can get a sick fucking laugh? Like, bro, like get therapy, god damn it. Like, oh my God, this is horrible.
Jeez.
Bad. All right, so he says, is that really all your reaction? Are you fucking serious right now?
Holy dude.
I just looked at him all puzzled. What did he mean by this? I told him that I couldn't discuss this now because I was exhausted. He started yelling that I was so careless and cold, which is fucking ironic.
Yeah.
My reaction to his infidelity wasn't the proper reaction, or at least not the one he expected.
What did he expect? Her to be like, oh, that's okay. I don't mind. Like,
hilarious joke, husband. Love
what is the joke here? What's the premise? I don't understand. It's fucking awful.
He then shoved the iPad in my hands and asked me to call Eve. I refused and ran to our room because I couldn't believe how cruel he was being, wanting me to call his mistress. Call the number, he said. I did. The number belonged to his friend, and he was laughing on the other line, saying that it was all a prank.
First of all, fuck your friend too for being in on that shit. Like for you to have like that type of surrounding yourself with like immature ass people like that and say like, oh, I'm really gonna be hella for you fucking messing with your wife, like giving them trauma and all that shit.
Yeah.
Man,
if you hear your friend like starting to tell you this premise, slap your friend and be like, no, dude, that's not funny at all. Like it's like,
not.
Guys need to stand up to other guys sometimes, and it's just fucking enabling this bullshit. That's crazy.
Alex said it best. That's some small dick energy, bro. Like you are tiny taters that you got going on.
Tiny taters.
Almost as micro as me. Anyways, it took me a few moments to get it, but then I started crying. My husband was livid at the way I handled the prank. He was disappointed that I didn't care enough. I don't know what he wanted me to do. He couldn't explain what he expected me to act. He just yelled that he didn't expect this.
Yo.
Now, a month later.
That's not, I think we talked about this on one of our most recent episodes, but if you have to explain your joke, if you have to explain your prank, then it's not fucking funny. You fucked up, dude. Like, what do you expect from your wife to react to that? Holy shit.
Dumbass.
Fucking insane. All right. So now a month later, and he's still so cold and distant with me. I tried to apologize and explain that I was hurt, but shocked because that wasn't him. I tried to explain that I just didn't want to hurt our children. I told him that I loved him so much and that if that was something true, it would have broken me. It did for the few hours that I believed the prank. He now thinks I'm too cold and apathetic and my reaction was abnormal. So now he's cold and apathetic towards me. And I think this whole situation is abnormal.
Yeah, it is absolutely abnormal. And like a lot of people are calling for divorce, and I agree.
Yes,
like that is something because now, like you're gonna have a hard time trusting him. Like that's broken now, and he has some sort of weird fantasy on how you're gonna react if he ever cheats and you find out, or like he wants you to be jealous of some random girl that like he's cheating on you with, which you handled that very maturely. Like I see some people saying they would do way worse to you, and so that's where the prank could go wrong as well, is that she could murder your ass. And it would be I don't want to say valid because I don't want to call for murder, but it would be like that happens when people cheat on other people. Like that is like a known thing. So there's many ways this prank could have gone wrong, as well as it's just traumatizing. So you're a fucking idiot.
For me, she was not acting cold at all. She was acting very logical, because the first thing that she did was like, okay, what am I going to do with my children? Like, how is this situation going to be like with the kids? Because the moment he started like doing shit like that, like, bro, like the first thing that the wife is going to do is like, I got to think of my kids. You know, I got to make sure that my kids are not going to be raised by some fucking idiot who decides to like giving trauma, like giving it away like Halloween fucking candy. You know what I'm saying? Like she got to do right by kids first. And it sucks because I don't know if I read that or heard that right, but she apologized to him after. Yeah. Saying like, hey, sorry for feeling this way. Well, no shit, girl. You have all the right in the world to feel that way because your husband's a goddamn dick bag. Like, oh my God. Mm-hmm. I was like, bro, I was getting angry like hearing that.
Which is fair. Like that is it's infuriating what he did. And like,
shout out Luna okay. Before I lose it. Apparently she's saying all the friends' wives had the same prank pulled on them, and they lashed out, quote, proving they'd fight for their husbands.
No, like don't put your partners in those type of situation and make them feel insecure about your relationship. Like that's not your job to play around and have these foolish ass jokes. Bro, if you're fucking married to begin with, you shouldn't be pulling pranks like this, bro. Like, come on now.
Yeah, like what do you get out of that? Like it's just there's because I'm trying to wrap my head around like what is the best scenario for this dude that comes out of it. He starts a fight with his wife. Like that's the only scenario that I see. And so that's just like, oh, I want to start a fight with my wife. And then all the friends are like, I also want to start a fight with my wife. And so they concoct this stupid ass plan where they're like, let's piss each other's wives off. And it's like, why? What do you like? Is this just some funny joke to you? Like, is your marriage a joke? Is what he's telling you. So that's why I think you should absolutely get out of that.
Yo, shout out Eleanor. She said, why is he treating his marriage like an experiment? Which is
yes,
that's 100% initially.
Oh my God,
man. That was
you can see like this is how we actually really react when we record, guys. Like we're angry by the end of our episodes usually.
Yeah, the long part of the edits are not us reacting. It's me trying to cut out Sean burping into the mic or something.
I like my beverages.
Yeah, that's fair. All right. Do you want to do an Am I the Asshole? And then we'll do another Q&A section?
We can absolutely do that, yeah.
All right. So.
Bye, Fern.
All right. So am I the asshole for wearing the joke bikini my friend got me? So it was my, I don't even know what a joke bikini, or I didn't know before I read this, but so it was my birthday a couple months ago. Had a party, got some gifts. My friend Mandy, for me, got me a super cute bikini. I liked it, said thanks. She ripped the tags off, but whatever. Anyway. Oh. Yeah. Sorry. We got Ringo and Sienna maybe joining.
Ooh. Oh, let's go.
Sleepy mood?
They're going to fall off my head.
All right. Hey. I think people want to see the cat, so we'll go into the...
These are falling off my head.
Sorry.
No, you don't know where my ears are.
Wow. No ring on her finger, and you don't know where her ears are.
Come on.
Get it together, man.
Do better, dude.
There's the kitty.
Hi. Wave hi, Ringo.
We got all our animals showing right now. Yeah. Chloe's right there in the background. We got Ringo here.
I don't have my cat.
Sean, get your cat.
My tailless cat.
Aww. She just got her shots yesterday.
Yeah.
No,
so she was a very, very tired yesterday, and so she was running off a lot of energy today.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we can do more of a cat cam. Here, you guys improv for a minute.
This wasn't in my contract.
This wasn't in my contract either.
Hi, everyone. I see
It's everyone's favorite.
Also, before this started, Josh was like, maybe you can monitor the comments and like look for questions that people have and then give them to us at the end. And then I was like watching the comments. I was like, I can't keep track of this. There's no way.
Crazy.
It is hard.
Again, we expected like 10, maybe 5 to 10.
Yeah. Not 10 people is going to show.
Sienna should read the story.
Sienna should read the story. She's definitely better at it. So we'll leave the cat cam on, or do you want me to take her?
Sure, if you want. She's sleeping. Well, she'll probably not be sleeping soon because she's not sure what's going on.
Oh my fucking God, she's so cute.
Okay. I don't know how you start it, but
yeah, you can just start from the top again.
Okay, so am I the asshole for wearing the joke bikini my friend got me? So it was my birthday a couple months ago. Had a party, got some gifts. My friend Mandy, for me, wait, what?
Got me.
Yeah,
it's not very well written. My friend Mandy, for me, a super cute bikini. I liked it. Said thanks. She had ripped the tags off, but whatever. Anyway, went to the community pool with my roommate. Wore the bikini. Got in the water. Roommate immediately is like, girl. I look and see that this bikini is now kind of see-through. Okay.
Oh, it's one of those things that melts.
Oh, no.
Haha, good joke, Mandy. Anyways, Mandy invited me over to her place to hang out with her and her BF and a few others. Most leave and we're still hanging out. I'm like, hey, what if we get in your hot tub? I go change after them and meet her boyfriend in the hot tub while she's getting new drinks. I hop in. Immediately, he's looking at my chest. I pretend I don't notice and just make small talk. She comes out a few minutes after and just looks in shock. Eventually gets in. Is that the one I bought? Yeah, I love it. I wear it everywhere. Make up some stuff about how I wore it to the beach, some party with lots of guys, etc. And she's like, oh, excuse me. I'm sorry. To do my job here.
I'm so sorry.
Get it together, Josh.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I was trying to move it. There we go.
Okay. Yeah. We're in the tub for 20 to 30 minutes. Eventually get out and change. She approached me after and was like, I'm sorry. I thought you'd notice, but it goes kind of see-through. I'm like, yeah, I know. Why'd you buy me a ducking see-through bathing suit? She's like, it's a joke. Wait, you knew? So you just spent the last 30 minutes flashing my boyfriend on purpose? I reply, I'm just wearing my birthday gift from her. Anyways, am I the asshole? You are for writing a story that has like horrible sentences.
Zero grammar.
But
I gotta say,
a little bit.
A little bit. We just went on a whole episode where we were talking about, you gotta desexualize boobs and whatnot.
Oh,
but
absolutely.
This seemed like you were kind of sexualizing them. I don't know. Maybe not.
I just feel like obviously if Mandy, the intent, I guess I don't know about, because if Mandy was doing it to like intentionally embarrass her and in front of people, or if Mandy was like legit doing it as a joke, being like, I got this to you. And like, if they're that like type of friends where they like do pranks and they joke around a lot, then it's like, that was really funny. And then end it. But I guess if the OP or whatever, that's not their relationship and was actually mad about it, then I get it, doing the revenge kind of thing. But like, also, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. It's I think it goes both ways, because 100% if she got her this kind of bathing suit, the intent is for her to wear it somewhere and then like be embarrassed in front of people.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. That's fair. I guess it does say, Mandy gave me a super cute bikini. So I guess that's what she came across as like.
And she never told her after, which is kind of the messed up part. So,
yeah. Maybe like the day after be like, hey, actually don't fucking wear that anywhere. Cause it'll go see-through.
Okay. I agree.
It's like a prank thing.
100%.
But by not saying it, that does make it seem like she was trying to embarrass you.
Yes.
Yeah.
They both suck.
Yeah.
You're just reading chat, John.
No, I'm going with they both suck.
I agree. I think
because I like. Oh, sorry, Josh. I think the intent was to prank the friend initially, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I think that's where it's going with. And then the OP kind of just was like, yeah, I'm gonna roll with it and kind of make the boyfriend feel, I don't know, some type of way or some whatever. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I think they kind of took it a little too far. So I think both of them they both suck.
Yeah, she just did this at like a girls' night, maybe where the boyfriend wasn't there. But also, maybe that's on the boyfriend for fucking not staring at her chest. So,
yeah, that was kind of weird.
But I mean,
this is
I
like
guess,
a whole three-way.
If you're the boyfriend, though, like, would you say something?
I would, yeah.
I would
I'd
be
like, hey,
yo.
I think you need to, like, I think I need to leave, or like, I don't know if you know this, but your bathing suit is see-through.
Yeah.
Okay,
like,
fair,
it'll be
fair.
like,
I would
okay,
just be curious about that.
I'll just let you hang out.
Yeah, because presumably he's friends with your friends too. Like, you know what I mean? Like they're like you should be friends with your friends' boyfriends, I guess. So you should be comfortable enough to be like, hey, you know, that's not a flattering bathing suit, and just give her the heads up. And then if she doubles down is like, yeah, I know, and then like keeps it after the boyfriend brings up because maybe he's uncomfortable. You know, yeah. So I think both are kind of an asshole. It's not the worst thing that's ever happened on our show.
We've had.
Yeah, you guys have it way worse. But I'd say the girl who gifted, like Mandy, is worse.
The worst. Yeah,
absolutely.
Had the bigger booty, like the other one's like
bigger booty hole. Okay.
Lighter. Yeah.
I'll say it's like a 60,
someone has a good point here.
What's that?
Like she could have gotten serious trouble if there's like kids around at the pool. Like, and
that's
fair. Like that's very
exposure,
embarrassing for her to wear it out. So you know what? No, I'm a little bit more like Mandy is a jerk.
No, I agree. Yeah. I think Mandy is definitely the bigger asshole.
Yeah.
And she initiated the assholeness. How about that?
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. That's that one. And then did we want to hop into some more questions, John? And then
let's
Anna, do you want to stick around for some questions?
Sure.
I don't know if you can answer them. I have no idea.
Ask me anything.
All righty.
It's all podcast related.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, your favorite co-host?
You might hate me,
Ringo.
But this is the longest we've ever recorded straight. And I did drink an entire beverage, so I'm gonna run out super quick. I'll be so fast.
I'll give my answer in between. So Josh, just gonna go for you first.
Okay, and Sienna,
yeah.
If it works,
if it pertains, yes. Actually, this could be a good topic for you guys as well. So Vanille from IG asked, "What are your future plans for the podcast, and do you have any projects outside of it?"
Well, yeah, funny you should mention that.
That's perfect. Yeah.
Yeah. So, future plans for the podcast. I think we've mentioned quite a few in our like patron stretch goals. Like we want to do more longer episodes, kind of like we're doing now. We'd love to do 1.5 2-hour episodes. Someone asked, does Josh snore?
Yeah.
But so that's like, ideally, if we can get the time and because we all work, and so it's hard to fit in 2-hour episodes 2 times a week. So that's like long-term goal. And then like Sangria with Sienna is something we actually do talk about quite a bit behind the scenes, her and I, as well as another podcast, which I don't know if we want to leak that one, but it's up to you.
It's not. I don't know. It's like a very tough thing. Oh my God! Petition for Sangria, Sienna. Thank you so much.
Let's make it happen.
Josh and I are going through something very well.
Yeah. It's more you.
Yeah, are going through something very serious. Well, it's been happening to me for about 5 years, but very seriously for the past 10 years. Just with, I don't even know.
You don't have to talk about it.
Yeah. It's just really like we've got some big court dates and stuff coming up for it, and just like not really faith in the justice system and all that stuff, and some realizations about what actually happens and how it's not great for women and stuff. Anyways, I'm gonna get emotional.
No, that's okay. Yeah,
too much, but just a person that's not very great.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's
Josh wants to monetize. No, I'm just
no, I don't.
No. I'm totally kidding. The podcast idea was the only thing, like, because I mean, friends have told me like you should write a book about this. Like, it's insane. But I think the only reason I would want to ever go public with it is for people to realize that like this is how the justice system is. Like, I was very much like blind to it because like I never had any involvement, and then I'm like, oh, someone does something bad. Okay, they get repercussions, and then it's all good. And
Not the case.
that is 100% not the case. There's a lot of protection for offenders and not a lot of services for victims.
Yeah.
But all good.
Fortunate.
Anyway, sorry, I brought that so down.
No, that's okay. That's okay. Yeah. So Sangria with Sienna is something we've actually legitimately talked about. That would be
that's more fun.
Yeah, it's more fun. I mean, the other one I think would be like we've talked about as well, but for sure, Sangria with Sienna will probably happen, whether it be like a trial run on Patreon or something like that. We're not stretch goal of some sort. Yeah, we'll see what she wants to do with it, and because that's going to be her project, and then I'll support her through that. So.
And thank you for all the comments there. I'm seeing that.
Yeah, everyone's
being really
nice.
Sangria with Sienna will be more focused on like I have some really crazy funny stories, and I have friends that have really crazy funny stories. Yeah. So like just drinking and talking about it.
I think if you like disaster date stories, I feel like that's kind of
lots of content.
Yeah. So I think that's my long-term goals for like branching off and doing like fun stuff with Sienna and more content for this podcast. I think long-term.
Awesome. Mm-hmm. And Sean, I'm going to read the question now, but I'm going to answer it so I can give you some time to think as well. The question is from Vanille from IG. What are your future plans for the podcast? And do you have any projects outside of it? For me, what I want to do is I actually love doing these live streams. So hopefully we can possibly do it more on hopefully like a quarterly cadence because we just love interacting with all you guys. And I know if you follow us on social media, on IG or like Twitter, I'm usually the one responding to you guys because I love to interact with all of you. I feel like you guys connecting with us kind of give us a validation too that we're doing something, and just connecting in such a human aspect of just shooting the shit, telling your stories, letting us know how you feel that day. Like to me, that's a big deal. Like you guys are our most loyal fan base, and we wouldn't be creating what we're doing if it wasn't for your validation, telling us that we're doing a great job of what we're doing. So I would really love, and then plugging the subreddit too. So if you want to head on over to reddit.com/r/Reddit on Wiki. If you want to share your stories, we'll for sure feature in a future episode if you would like us to do so. But yeah, that's the plan. I kind of do this more on a quarterly basis. Hopefully, as far as future plans for the pods, hopefully we can do this on a full-time basis. I'm shooting big here, guys. I would love to do a live tour someday. I would love to do a live readings.
Yeah.
At your favorite city or in person, in front of a crowd. Yeah. I don't give a damn if 10 people show up. I just want to meet y'all. Like, I just want to interact and just say thank you and how grateful I am. And we are this is a dream for us. And I feel like it's so close for it to happening. So just so much thanks that I can give y'all. Sean, do you have any future things that you want to do?
Yeah. First things first, when I ran out at the fastest I could run to the bathroom, I saw my wife was watching us. So hi, everyone say hi to my beautiful wife.
Hi, Nancy.
Any good stories about Sean, Nancy?
Yeah.
Let us know in the chat.
Stay out of the chat. I love you, babe. Just kidding. You can say whatever you want.
Hey, talk some shit about my wife's been killing me all day.
She's been roasting you. Please,
she's been roasting. Yeah. Hey, this is daily life in our household. Like we just stay roasting each other. So please, Nancy, roast the shit out of Sean.
No, it's okay. But anyway, my long-term goals, I guess, like if we continue at the rate we're going at, which again, I can't say how crazy it is. I think my long-term goal would, like Josh and John, eventually make this a full-time thing, contribute more to the show, and also use whatever
show up.
But it's fucking true. But also, bring like whatever good stuff is coming onto our show to the rest of the Cultivate podcast and make our network like everybody popping, everybody doing live streams.
We all eating, baby.
Yeah. So like my long-term goal is to make like Cultivate just everybody is fucking popping off. So yeah.
Nice.
I love that. All right, next question, and this is probably the part of the pod that or the live stream that there might be some emotional feels right now. So this is gonna be. All right, this is from Luna.
All right.
Oh, jeez.
From Instagram. Is it still fun or at times overwhelming working and podcasting?
Oh boy,
Josh, take it away.
Yeah. So this past month's been kind of overwhelming for me personally, just with the editing. Not that I don't, I enjoy doing the podcast and I love recording, and John and Sean are great with support. But because we do video now, I'm the only one who knows how to video edit. So a lot of the editing has been pushed onto me, which is fine when most of the summer or most of the year, because I don't do that much. Yeah. but summer is busy.
And like, if it was just Josh by himself, like I wasn't here, like you could probably do it.
Well, that'd be,
but then we wouldn't be
successful.
He would be a lonely, bitter man.
Yeah.
Like, why would you want that?
I'm very busy. I'm like busy all year, but I'm a very busy person. I always want to be doing something. Like we had a Friday night free up, and right away I was like, okay, so what are we gonna do? Like we're filling this. So like,
it was like movie date.
Yeah, it's like a lot of the time, like I'm like I just text Josh, we're seeing these people this day, we're going to my parents this day, we're going out with friends this day, we're going here, and so Josh has to edit, and it's usually like at nighttime, and then I still give him a hard time because I'm like, you're not coming to bed with me.
You don't sleep.
Yeah. So it came to a like just kind of ahead the one night. I think it was up until like 2:30 a.m. editing, and I was just like, holy fuck, I was dead the next day. And so I was like, can we get an editor? So then I talked to the guys, and they were like super supportive. So we're 100% looking to get an editor for the podcast, which will take, even if they don't do 100% of it, it'll take a huge weight off me, which will allow me to have a life on a few nights, and then as well as just the more time to create more content, because a lot of the nights John and Sean are like, hey, sorry, Ringo's at me. John and Sean will be like, hey, can we record tonight? And I'll be like, I got to edit tonight because we have an episode going out tomorrow, and then it just gets pushed back, and then we start falling behind. So it has been a little stressful, but I love it, and I love the community we built, and
absolutely,
and making this content for you guys is always super fun. So I want to do more, but I think we need something to scale, is having an editor so that we can do projects like Sangria with Sienna, or my podcast, Let's Start a Cult, which I have not recorded an episode for in 9 months maybe. So it's been a very long time. But yeah, so that's kind of the stress of behind the scenes, I guess. Not to complain. I love where we're at. I love
Sean,
the support.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were finished. Go ahead. Sean.
I mean, yeah, I love doing what we do. Like Josh said, I mean, otherwise, I mean, we always joke about like our contract or whatever. There's not really a contract, guys. Like any one of us could dip out if we wanted to. Like,
you better not.
And yeah,
except for Ringo.
But we have a lot of fun doing what we do, and you guys validate that all the time by commenting and talking to us and stuff like that. So that's not to say there are not times when it's very overwhelming. There was a point where before Josh took on full editing, we each like edited our own episodes that we hosted. So I was doing that while also making content and producing shots and thoughts. There was a night where, and probably it's my fault, try to edit everything in one day. But like Sienna and Josh, like I have a busy life too. My wife has a lot of friends. I have a lot of friends.
You travel a lot, Sean.
Sometimes. And then, yeah, so there was one night where like I straight up got like an hour and a half of sleep before waking up to go to work the next morning. And I was like, I don't think this is the life I want. And, it's like there are times like that when it gets rough, especially when when I was only doing shots and thoughts. And again, this is like my first time dealing with like a huge fan base. Again, this is crazy. But like there are points when I was doing shots and thoughts, and like when I first started, maybe after like a year of shots and thoughts, I would look at numbers and get in my head, be like, damn, are we not good at this? Am I not good at this? And then, I kind of just don't look at numbers anymore just for my own mental health. So that got better. But yeah, podcasting, a ton of fun, especially when you have great co-hosts. But it's not always easy. There's a lot of difficult times. It's very time consuming. I pretty much Wednesdays do not exist on my schedule. No, especially
recording days.
Strictly recording days. And I haven't done Shots and Thoughts in like 2 months. But when I was doing that, there was a time where I was doing Reddit on Wiki, like one episode, and then rearranging my office. That's why it's so dirty recently. I don't know if you noticed in past episodes. I used to have to like clean it so I could record Shots and Thoughts. But now that I haven't been doing that, it's a fucking mess. I'm sorry, Nancy.
The truth comes out.
But yeah, it could be super overwhelming, but it's never deterred me from, the fun that we have doing all of this. So thank you guys again.
Yeah. And then as for me, this is rough for me because I'm not scared to like get emotional about it or like be as open as possible. I might get credit for creating the idea of the show, but Josh is really the lifeline of this.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for Josh, like, taking on all that and, Sean's flexibility at times, like, this show wouldn't happen, and I think what you get outside or the content you get Mondays, it used to be just Mondays, now Mondays and Fridays. It takes a toll, it takes a toll on like my mentals. It takes a toll on your body. Like, sometimes you got to rearrange things with your significant other, trying to balance that, trying to be a husband, trying to be, Josh, you being a boyfriend. That's a dig. That is a dig, buddy. Come on. So it does take a while. It does take a lot of effort, but for me, it's fun. I think when I started doing it back in 2020, like I had such like blinders, and I'm just like, fuck it, I'm gonna make it like one way or the other. Like whether it was solo, and then I tried with a duo, and now I'm with a trio right now. Possibly what is the four? Quadruple? I don't know. Quadruple. I don't know.
Square.
If square. If Sienna ever becomes a permanent part, that'd be lovely. But and again, I'm not ashamed to say this, but I've had the worst year of my life.
Yeah.
I know you guys. I've missed a few episodes. I've dealt with personal issues, personal demons, loss. With my father recently. So, just doing this show gives me like, validation and purpose. And the fact that, seeing like the fruits of our labors kind of like get somewhere, it means a lot. And I've said this before on a past episode, and I did mention that my father is such a big influence in my life, and the way he just brought joy to people, and just the way he shed some light on like how to treat life, and just putting smiles on people's faces. And I wanted to keep honoring him. I wanted to keep going. And yes, I only took 1 week, 1 week off when my dad passed away,
which is crazy.
And
I'm still mourning. There are times when I'm just like, I can't do this, but I know he would want me to. And it's this is us, and you see us being transparent to you as much as possible. Like we do say it's hard, but when the final product comes out and the waves of comments, the waves of reviews, hell, people giving us money just to fucking talk. Like, come on, like how is that not validating? So it's everything that y'all doing for us. Like we say, I think it gets exhausting. You probably exhausted hearing us saying thank you all the time, but really we can't say it enough. Like we fucking love y'all so much. So really appreciate it. Okay, let's move on to the next question before I start crying here.
Right.
This is from D from Instagram. Would you ever consider a listener as a potential guest? Shamelessly plugs self.
Like we've had people reach out and ask to be guests, and I'm not opposed to it. It's just the schedule has been very difficult for us even to get on the same page. So to have like, and like quality of editing is another thing. Like, so like, I know a lot of listeners aren't podcasters, so we'd have to deal with like, is it just through headphones, stuff like that? So there are technical issues to it. I don't think I'd be opposed. We could maybe do something where we do like a Discord chat where we have people ask questions or talk to us or react to a story with us, and then we swap out to a different guest on Discord, something like that. I've been thinking about this and probably silently. I don't think I've ever expressed this to John or Sean, my thoughts about this. But
can I make a suggestion?
Yeah, go ahead.
On our website, redditonwiki.com, there's actually a feature there where you can actually leave us a voicemail.
Oh,
so
yes.
You can actually read out possibly a story that you want us to comment over.
Oh.
So in direct, like if we can't have you on the show, like due to technical reasons or not, your voice can still be part of the episode if that's something that you wish to do. So
that's a great idea. Yeah.
Throwing it out there.
Yeah, we could do something like that. Someone said an advice segment on Discord would be that'd be not a bad idea.
Also, all you guys know about the Discord, right? It's a great place.
It's great. I love
a lot of people
there.
share their pets. It's super cute.
Yes. Yeah. Lots of pet pictures. Yes,
pets do get shared there. I'll link it in the chat. I lost my mind for a second there. But go ahead, John.
What was I saying? I forgot. I drew a blank.
I don't know.
I can talk about how someone in the chat said, "Are there other ways to sexualize Josh?" So if I have any advice on that, I call him my sweet prince sometimes, and he absolutely hates it. So that's why I do it. I don't know what
that's staying. That's staying.
That is very staying.
Yeah, that's
Josh, my sweet prince. He's all our sweet prince now, Sienna.
Oh no, well,
you're done. Fucked up.
This is the last time Sienna's on the. So I just shared the link to the Discord in the chat. Moving quickly past Sienna's comment there, but I think honestly, advice segment with Sangria with Sienna would be a great segment.
Absolutely.
Just something to think about. But oh god, now the Sweet Prince things are talking. Okay, move on.
Oh wait, you're gonna say something that you haven't expressed out loud before.
I was gonna say something I haven't expressed out loud.
Oh no, you talked about it, like the getting a guest on. Oh, I don't know. I don't remember.
Oh, yeah. So it's something we've talked about. Sorry, yeah.
Pookie Bear.
Oh my god, can you not?
So yeah, guess is something we've never really talked about, like as people, just listeners. But it's something we're open to in some sort of capacity. It's just the technical issue and time, honestly, right now for us. Yeah. It's something we'll probably look at more in 2023, I'm thinking. So just we'll keep you guys updated if we ever want to do like a guest appearance or something like that.
Sounds good. This is kind of been answered already, but Dustin did ask, what changes would you like to see in the direction? Stop calling me Pookie Bear, guys. What changes would you like to see? God, what changes? He kind of asked this already, but Dustin asked, what changes would you like to see in the direction of the pod? We kind of addressed that a little bit, but Dustin did have a follow-up question. Are there new things that you want to try in the podcast? Sean, let's start with you first, bro.
I like our show. Again, never listen, but it's fun when we record. But I mean, if we get to the point where we can do this full time, more video content would be cool.
Yeah.
Like, when you mentioned Hot One, John, everybody was like, ooh, a Hot Ones would be super cool with y'all. Would love to do that.
Oh God.
Just, video content, extra stuff for patrons or Discord members, things like that. But as far as the show goes, we've changed the format so many times. So
I was going to say,
if you guys get tired of what we're doing, and then just let us know, we'll do something else.
Yeah,
the format is not sacred to us. We will change it at the drop of a dime.
Many, many times we've changed it.
Josh, what are your thoughts?
Something different. Yeah. Like, I think I've mentioned most of the stuff I want to aim to do.
Sorry, just keep reading comments.
She points them out to me.
I'm like, thank you.
Oh, the D&D podcast. I would love to.
That'd be cool. Yeah, that could be something something I do want to do more is more patron content, just because like we have so many amazing, like our overall our fan base is amazing, but our patrons are just like helping
They're
support us.
growing a lot. And
Growing a lot.
We say it's crazy all the time, but truly, we started this a year ago, so it is crazy to have like more than one.
More
honestly.
than one, exactly.
It's the fact that we have one and is insane. So it's just like we want to do so much for you guys and like give y'all more goals for y'all are. That's like a third of a Netflix subscription. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it means a lot.
I mean, seriously.
And so we want to do more, and a lot of people are demanding more smut. So definitely more smut episodes, I guess.
Guys, on Monday it is coming.
Oh,
that's what she said.
More than one way.
Night game night with patrons.
That'd be cool.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
That would be awesome. I love board games.
We could do like a Jackbox kind of thing or something like that.
Yes.
Oh yeah, we did do Jackbox. We could do like a Jackbox live stream.
Yeah, something like that. There are stuff I want to do, and hopefully with the new editor coming in, we can have more brainstorm ideas and build. And like we have the Cultivate network that is amazing to help us out when we need to. So there are a lot of them are in the chat right now, so we can do stuff with them as well. But that's my answer.
Let me answer this question from Divine Flow Goddess. How many patrons are there now? And I would love to proudly say this, but we have 69.
Nice.
Again, Wikimaniacs never letting us down.
Let's go.
Yes.
I want to see Ringo's fist up.
She's being a bit crazy right now, so
it's okay. Don't worry about it.
We're gonna keep her from the cords.
Literally attacking Josh. Also, John, they're wanting you to speak, and I'm not going to get it right.
Oh, it's Kapampangan.
Yeah.
I'm gonna butcher it, but who asked for that?
There's been a few people I've seen throughout today.
Well,
but
I'm gonna say thank you for listening. So dakal salamat na makinggan ka kaya kami ne.
Wow. That was beautiful.
That was beautiful.
I'll try something in Tagalog too.
And you have to speak French, Josh.
Bonjour, madame.
Beautiful.
Comment ça va?
Ça va bien, too.
Bien.
All right, Sean, Tagalog, please.
Tagalog. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. At SEANSNTPOD. Salamat. Oh.
Bigyan mo po ako ng pera. You don't know what that means?
Mucho pera.
That's not Tagalog.
I'm just combining languages now.
Shout out Philippines. We got 2/3 Filipinos in this.
Oh, how do you ask where the bathroom is in French? I don't actually know.
Est-ce que je peux aller à la toilette is can I go to the washroom?
Oh my goodness, you're showing me up.
Are you from Quebec?
No, but I took French immersion growing up, and I taught grade 2-3 French immersion. So I got a little bit going on.
Damn, you lacking there, sweet prince. You better step your game up on your French game, my guy.
She romances me in French all the time.
Wait. Let's save that for an episode or save it when we're done recording.
I thought we said no smut.
No
the child
smut.
is here.
Yeah, freaky dicky over there. All right. So
let's host Sienna.
Oh, actually, that's it.
Go.
That is it for that's it for that part of that Q&A. So
okay, I mean we're like 10 minutes off of like where we wanted to get to.
Yeah.
So you want to just finish all the Q&A?
We can skip my second one.
Yeah, we like I think.
What was the second one?
Like it was a today I fucked up, but I mean we could save those for later episodes. Like there's only
you want to just do the rest of the Q&A?
We only turned one once, so we might as well answer some of the questions.
All right, let's fucking go. All right. So this one is from Sarah, coming from Instagram. Why are you ashamed of your old episodes? They were pretty funny, and I actually learned something.
So, do you want me to take this one?
I don't know.
Well, I think it's.
Go ahead.
I think it's
Josh. You can go first, or Sean, go first. Actually,
okay.
Because you had the most out of pocket premiere episode.
Look, I'm not ashamed of our old episodes at all. Like I think they're funny. I just, if you're fans of, post TikTok Reddit on Wiki, that might not be your cup of tea. So that's why I always warn. I'm like, it's not the same show. There are very graphic things. in the first not really the first couple. Anytime I hosted, there's some really graphic
every third
fan
episode
fiction.
Yeah.
So it's not really the best representation of what we currently are as a show, but I think it's funny. All of us are very uncomfortable reading that stuff, which leads to
no. John's too comfortable.
I don't know.
John's too comfortable.
John's very comfortable. Actually, he gets into it with voices, but
that's what
Josh
the
had to read
Wikimaniacs
one in front of
want.
Sienna. That was hilarious.
At her parents' place.
Fantastic. So I don't know. I'm not ashamed personally, but I do just always give a warning because I'm like, if you go back to episode like the first however many, it's not what it is now. So that's it.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna say like I'm the same, similar with Sean. I'm not ashamed of the it's just different because when we first started getting like we had our OG fans, but when we started getting the wave of new people listening after the TikTok kind of popped off, we were just nervous that people would see the content we had and be like, oh, this isn't Reddit stories. And so that's why we pivoted, because we were like, well, this is kind of what people are looking for from us. But like the like our back and forth was there, like in the earlier episodes, our chemistry was still there. And I think we made some good episodes. We had some interesting ones too. And so I think we were just more nervous that people wouldn't be as interested in our backlog of content, but we've had people that seem to like it and enjoy it. And we did put a lot of effort into researching those and doing our best to put out good history topics or sports topics or whatever we happen to hit on. We just feel like the Reddit stuff was kind of we just hit our niche, I guess is the right right terminology, and we just felt like the old stuff didn't fit what we were going into, and so we were nervous that people would just be turned away by our old episodes. But
I was gonna add to that, and Sean is notorious for not looking at stats, but stats prove that our old content was not as listened to as our current one. So of course a lot of it is like a return of investment on our time too, like it took so long to put those episodes together, just because of research, of like just putting it together, trying to find the appropriate. Shout out Alex, by the way, for all Alex from Weird Distractions podcast. Best. You are the best. We love you, and she's actually going to be on our future episode this coming Monday. So
yes.
Oh, again, we do smut that episode.
We do smut.
I 100% want to apologize again to her for being there. That was for Josh.
That's
the
almost
first
last
time,
minute. Yeah, but
first time we've made a guest read the smut.
Shout out to Alex. Weird Distractions podcast is really awesome, so y'all should listen to it. Part of the Cultivate Podcast Network family. And to finish off my point, there was a lot of time spent. We found ourselves and we talked about this, like how we didn't have enough time as it is already, researching and writing those. Josh and I actually wrote scripts, and we have Sean here. So that kind of took a lot of time for us. So,
but we did see like there was an interest obviously in like the history topics, and that's why we kept Today in Wiki History, because we wanted to keep a part of that, because it is fun doing that stuff, and I like the format we do it in now. It's quick, concise, and like there's a lot of information that Alex packs into those scripts, as well as puns. So we wanted to keep that in as like an homage to our older episodes.
Yes. Somebody are asking if we can do smut like monthly or on the Patreon. Maybe we'll throw it on Patreon.
We have the editor.
If we get more time. We have the editor now. So it could. Maybe I could put sexy music like I did in one of those old episodes. That was funny. And I think somebody asked if anybody Venmo'd me, and I'd like to announce, wow, you are the best. I did not think anybody would actually Venmo me. Listen, I'm going to share it with the guys. Now that it actually happened, I'm not joking. It'll go to the podcast. 100%.
That's hilarious.
It's just fucking hilarious. Thank you,
and yes,
pal. You're the
Linz.
best. Again, SEANSNTPOD.
And yes, Linz, I will do a future Geralt of Rivia smut reading next time for you, just for you. All right. So moving on to the next question. And this is from Dan from Instagram.
It'll go what's a full laptop? That's
what's
correct.
a full
True.
what's a fulfilling job for you?
A fulfilling, like in the day-to-day life, or what do you mean exactly?
Could be anything, but it sounds like we all collectively just want to make this full time.
Yeah. That's like I'm fulfilled as I like already. Like the community we've built is positive and always
So cool.
yeah.
Mhm.
So they're very cool and like very active and so I love that part of it and I'm very happy with the content we put out now. What are we
Sean is
laughing
the
at?
sweet baby that forgot to do his homework and still does a presentation.
Gets an A.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Project all the time.
Yeah.
I haven't seen. Well, again, I don't look at the numbers, but you guys haven't like said that my episodes do horribly compared to everybody else. So, you know,
Yes.
unless people truly hate it, I'll not write anything.
So
And yes, my love, I do want to be a stay-at-home husband. So please,
Oh,
let
that's
that
the
Be a
dream.
stay-at-home
be a
girl.
reality
Oh.
for me, dear. Okay, so now
sorry. Skybrock asked, by chance, do y'all have a way for new podcast or new patrons to listen to all the extra stories without re-listening to each full episode? We don't yet.
But just
that
go
is
towards
something-
the end.
It's always at the end.
It
Yeah,
is
it's
always at the end. It's still annoying. I agree. And I do want to look at a way to maybe make it like separate. And I don't know if I'll look into something because I know that is something I have been asked before. So,
Well, we're about to have editors. So whenever we ask them to cut it out for the regular stream, I'm sure we could just ask them to keep that separate audio cut
yeah.
and save
Mhm.
that. And then we could just post that. Again,
Yeah, we could do
I haven't edited in months. So who knows if I'm just talking out of my ass, but we're about to pay an editor. So I imagine that would
Yeah, we can do
for them
something like that for sure.
Okay.
You want
Next
to do
question's gonna be
like three more?
three
more,
more
John?
questions.
How many do we have?
We have 6 more questions. We can get
Okay,
through it.
we can do. It goes
Let's
into
Let's
six.
just finish.
Let's
Let's
do
just
it.
finish.
Yeah.
Everyone took
Sorry.
the time to finish or send questions, so let's answer them.
Yeah,
Um,
absolutely.
Okay, so this
It's
is
your
from,
boy Sean.
Oh my
Oh, Paula, you're
Holy
the best.
shit. Okay, so this is gonna be fun because Sienna's here.
Oh,
How did you guys meet your lovely wife / fiance? And this is from
Oh.
Kim from Instagram.
Oh, shit.
Do you want to
I
tell
can
it?
go
or do you-
first. I
Okay,
can go
ahead,
first.
Go
and
ahead.
then-
Go ahead.
Oh,
Go-
ours is a fucking.
Oh, you can go
It's
first.
funny.
Go ahead.
It's funny.
You go first.
Oh, I'm
Go,
going
John.
first?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. So I met my wife back in 2007. I was moving high schools and I actually got picked up by one of my friends and she was in the front seat and I went to the back seat. She did tell me this story a bunch of times. She was like, when she saw me sitting in the back seat, she was like, oh, this guy is cute until I opened my mouth and I started talking. So ever since then, we became like really good friends. She was my best friend for pretty much half of my life. So, and then we didn't really date for a long time. So we, hey, my boy Patrick's here. Yeah.
Patrick, my boy Alan.
His Alan, that's his real name. But hey, yeah. So we met then. She's been my best friend for almost 16 years already. So half of our lives pretty much. And then we didn't really date much. We just didn't have the opportunity to kind of date because she had a boyfriend at the time, I had a girlfriend at the time, and it just never crossed paths. And then one day there was I came back from the military. I was like, oh shit, we never really dated. So we kind of just talked for a little bit and then we got together. And I already knew. I was like, there ain't no way I'm letting this woman walk away from me. So I was like, if you know, you know. I was like, I'm gonna marry this girl. And ever since then, every good things that happened in my life is because of her. So all the major decisions I've ever made, she's been a part of. She's seen me at my worst, and yet she still accepts me. And I still think to this day she is with me because she hasn't opened her eyes. And I just think I make her laugh all the time, so she has no opportunity to leave me. So that is a story of how I met my wife.
Oh, that's so sweet.
You're gonna make Sienna
Wow.
cry.
I'm literally
We're
gonna
supposed
cry.
to follow that.
Yeah.
How dare you?
Go ahead, Sean. We'll go in order of.
Of course, you're gonna go after that. That was beautiful, John.
You also needed liquid courage to make a move. I'm just seeing from your wife here.
Yes, I was borderline alcoholic for the longest time. So yes. And yet, you damn right, Jade. And yet, no PS fucking 5. You are slacking there, dear. Come
But
on,
you buy
now.
yourself an Xbox Series, whatever.
I did. I did buy myself an Xbox, but
no complaints. You could have bought a PS5.
come on.
Yeah. So me and my wife, we both used to hip hop dance. So I directed our college dance team. She saw me I saw her maybe 6 months earlier. I was practicing with another team, and her team was in the other studio. And I'd never seen her before, and I was like, "Oh my god, she is so fine." And then
Okay, go ahead. Talk your shit.
I think legit that night, who has Tumblr? Who's old? I went on Tumblr and I was like,
I use it for the wrong reasons though.
good God, 5 times a day, John.
Oh God.
Yeah.
I wrote a little Tumblr post about, ooh, I saw some girl and she can get it. And then, I think maybe 6 months later, I was directing the college team. And she auditioned, and I wanted to talk to her the whole time, but I was like, this team practiced 3 times a week for like 3 hours. And then like 2 weeks before the competition, we practiced every day for like 3 hours. So I was like, I'm not about to make a fucking fool of myself and then see her fucking nonstop for the next 2 months. So I fucking tried my best to play it cool. And she 100% bought it because she thought I was a fucking dickhead because I didn't talk to her at all. But after the competition, we started talking online, and I'm trying my best to flirt. I've had like one girlfriend before her, so not good at that. So
we heard about your one date as well.
Yeah, the one date that was in preparation of dating my wife.
Right.
But yeah, we just started talking online, and did a little flirty, tried my best, and then we ended up dating, and almost 10 years now.
Wow.
Spending
awesome.
most of my days with my best friend, my hot ass wife. I don't objectify women, but I do objectify my soulmate.
Oh God! Don't give me the fits.
Yeah. Not as cute as John's, but
No, that is
I call
really
my wife
good.
ugly all
You
the
might
time,
do
so
both
it's all
doing
good.
something that you like love, and
Yeah. Absolutely.
You guys are like literally so cute. Our story is not anywhere.
It's funny.
Like that. So.
But quick before we get into it, shout out to Paula.
Oh, Nancy's in the chat.
Paula.
Shout out Paula for the donation. It says, kudos. Thanks so much for making our jobs workable. Thank you for supporting us. We love that.
Appreciate it.
And is Nancy in the chat? Oh, there's Nancy.
She's in the chat.
Hell yeah. Shout out to Nancy in the chat.
Sean doesn't have to sleep on a couch tonight. You did good, my guy.
Hell yeah.
Okay, so I guess it all starts. So I went to university, obviously, and Josh didn't go to the same university, but I lived in a house with like 4 girls and 2 guys, and one of the guys actually ended up being one of Josh's really good friends from home, and a lot of their friends went to the same university. So I didn't know them at all except for my roommate. And so they would come up to we had parties like every weekend, like it was our like party house or whatever. And so he would come to parties or whatever. And then I was actually with my last relationship was like 7 years, but when he came up, we were on a break.
Yeah.
My last relationship and stuff, university.
Not like a Ross and Rachel break.
Break. And I liked to have fun. I still do, but a little bit more, a little bit less crazy nowadays.
University Siena was wild.
Yeah, I drank to the extent of not being able to remember anything. Yeah. And I guess Josh and I had a little kiss that night. And I hate this story.
I can tell a bit from my story. So I was talking to her other roommate and one of my friends at this party. And then like the most beautiful girl walks up And
Talk your shit, sweet prince.
And so then I was just in a conversation with her. My friends and her roommate completely gone, and then we were just chatting about school, and I don't even know what else. We just talked for like, I want to say like 20 minutes, half an hour.
Sure.
It was a long time. And then and then she put the moves on me.
Apparently. And but I had no idea that happened. So woke up the next morning and they were like, oh yeah, like this happened. I was like, nice. Never talked to him again. Nice. Got back with my ex.
I want to make it very clear, we didn't take it any further than a kiss. I didn't take advantage.
And like 100%, I'm sure I made the move. Like that's who I was. So then we did not talk. I got back with my ex, and then randomly, when I was in Teachers College in Ottawa, my roommate came down to visit me. But Josh was in Ottawa at the same time with his program, whatever. So I was going out with my Teachers College friends because I like to have fun. And so I invited my roommate down, and he came with his girlfriend at the time. And then Josh came because they were staying at Josh's. Did not say a word to Josh that entire night. But that was the next time I saw him.
She was still with her ex at the time. So I was like,
and then, and it's so funny now because, then what happened is like we had each other on social media and stuff. And then Josh and my roommate and like all of it, like some friends actually did like a D&D podcast. Yeah. And I just recently visited my friend and my roommate or whatever in BC, and he had been like, listen to this podcast. So COVID started, and I like posted on my Insta like a story that I was like listening to this podcast. And then Josh slid into my DMs and was like, oh, you listen to this? Like blah, blah, blah. And then we kind of just talked from there. And then we started like talking a lot during COVID. And then then we started dating, and he was back in where he lived at like his parents at the time because of COVID.
So we were long distance for the first couple months of talking anyway, half a year probably of talking.
And then he moved back to where I am, and then we, the rest is history. But I really, it's funny now though, because like him meeting my like teachers, like girls from Teachers College and guys like friends, I'm like, yeah, you actually have met him once before at like this random party, and they're all like, I don't remember. It's like funny, but
I charmed her with my mad podcasting skills.
Damn.
But anyway, so it's not that like Josh actually like, I don't know, it's cute from his perspective, I guess, but from my perspective, it's like, I don't remember. And then it's like,
which sounds terrible.
It sounds
so terrible.
Not. And like when we
You're
started
forgettable,
talking,
bro.
No. But now like when we first started talking and like going on dates and stuff, like I knew like he was a sweetheart and like very kind. I had high standards, and he met them, so it was good.
Wow.
Like couldn't imagine life without him. He is the calm to my crazy, and so it's
propose soon. Get a ring. Lock it up. Secure the bag.
Join the club, bro.
Yeah.
Come on. I don't wear mine, but I'm fully cuffed up. So
I'm not opposed to like proposing or anything like that. It's just
right now.
We've talked about it.
We have talked about it.
Live on the show.
Yeah,
Wikimaniacs, make Josh promise that we are part of his wedding, okay?
Yes.
So we can finally meet.
We talked about it, but like right now we're trying to build a house, and we also want to go on a lot of trips. So like money wise for a wedding, we want to do a few things first.
Yeah.
But
it's a killer.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Sean knows it's been recently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, awesome. All right.
Stream
next
your wedding.
question.
Stream your wedding.
We could do like behind
a lot of tips though.
Yeah.
We're gonna probably rapid fire for these questions, just so like
Oh yeah.
This is from Kelsey from Instagram. What are your irrational fears, or what makes you irrationally angry? Go ahead, Sean.
I mean, this show has made me irrationally angry before.
Shitty guys online, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it goes both ways. Most of the time, it's shitty dudes, which is very unfortunate. The political landscape of America, irrationally.
Oh, damn.
So many things make me irrationally angry. But if we're just going for like a funny answer, spiders. Those are worse. I hate them.
Josh, let me take over this one real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
I am irrationally scared of this situation. A snake on my toilet bowl.
What?
Like I always
Like coming up?
I mean, he
Wait,
started with
so
irrational. So
hear this out. So I always, before I even use the bathroom, even if it's just to pee, I flush the toilet first, and I close the bowl to make sure that I don't see nothing pop up. So that's just me.
Does that happen in like Texas? Like, is that a thing?
I don't know. It happens in Australia, so there's a
Okay.
possibility that it could
You know how
happen.
far away Australia is from.
I don't give a damn. There's rattlesnakes here, bro. Like, what if that thing comes up? Like, I'm not risking it.
do you want to go?
I have a lot. Well, like I don't like the dark. Well, I like the dark when I sleep. Elevators, I guess.
Yeah.
Elevators is my big one. But that's because I'm claustrophobic.
Yeah.
I don't like small spaces.
I'm not a fan of heights. And then also with Sean's not as funny, but yeah, the political landscape really sucks. And yeah, a lot of the laws being passed right now, especially in America, not cool.
Enraging.
So
Mhm.
yes, very, very not nice. So yeah, those are my, I don't know if irrationally mad, bad drivers.
Oh god. He's got road
Use the
rage.
fucking blinker, guys.
Yeah,
No.
I am calm in most situations. When someone is a terrible driver in front of me, I'm
Do
just.
you guys honk?
I've honked. Yeah.
Oh, I hate when he honks. I'm like, don't do that.
Dude, if you
Uh,
honestly, like, if you did that in, like, I don't know about Dallas, but like Houston right now, like road rage is insane. Like since COVID, since people started getting back on the road after COVID, it's like,
Yeah.
if you honk, people like fucking pull out guns. There's so much
oh
road
my
rage here.
god.
Yeah,
Jesus.
it's crazy.
That's crazy.
That is crazy.
Like my friend was like went to a restaurant and then like he like ran out and some dude was lighting his car on fire and it ended up not even being him. He lit the wrong car on fire for some road rage shit. So my friend was just
no.
eating and his car was on fire. He was like sick.
Jesus, that's
Oh my
Fucking
God,
Grand
crazy.
Theft Auto right now.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So anyways, you guys should come to Houston. It's really good food.
No.
You,
Yeah,
you guys come here. You guys come here.
Yes, the goat glizzy over there.
Mhm.
All right. So next question is from Paula, and I think Paula has been so gracious with us this
Mm.
live stream. So I
Hell
think this
yes.
question's for you. And give us her birthday is on August. Her birthday was on August 3rd. So shout out
happy
to
birthday.
She's gone
Paula,
now. I think
happy
she said
belated.
goodbye.
Oh,
I hope you're listening
well,
to this.
I hope you're listening back,
Yeah.
Paula. Happy
Yeah.
belated birthday. But their question was, what's an insult that you received that you're proud of?
when I got called
when
an
we were
asshole
called
at
beta
that.
males.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, when somebody was like, "Look at these fucking betas."
No, that wasn't.
I maybe
That wasn't
not
towards
have
you,
been-
Sean. That was towards
Yeah.
John.
It was
and
just
I.
me. That was just me and Josh.
He was like, "Sean's a pretty cool guy. He's kind of beta, but
We're
not enough to
clowns
flame, I
for
guess."
free.
Yeah, clowns for free. That's what it was.
So I was gonna say, would you like to give a background of what that was, Josh?
the TikTok or
Yeah.
yeah. So someone clipped our TikTok of us talking about how it was misogynistic to want a boy as a it was just
It
kind
was
of
a
an
sit-
off. It was an off comment we made, but
Yeah.
it's obviously like something like if a man really doesn't want to a girl, like a daughter, like that's pretty misogynistic. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so
It was the
Um,
context of the story. That's
story,
why
yeah.
it was said that way. Yeah.
And so we made that comment and someone clipped us and was like some weird, what was it? Like some music
Yeah,
or
it
something in
was
the
some
background.
Yeah, it was a weird music. Yeah.
And it was just
It had
like,
it had like 3 views. I think one from each of us.
yeah, probably. And it was just like saying that we're clowns for free and that like, I don't know.
Joke's
Stuff
on you,
like-
not anymore. We're not clowns for free anymore,
Yeah.
bitch.
Thanks to you, Paula.
Yeah, Paula, thank you. And everyone
so-
else, all the patrons.
That was definitely an insult I'm proud of. And then the other one is the story I told where am I the
Yeah.
asshole at the Canada Day festival when I was volunteering? I called an asshole. I wear that like a badge of honor.
Ridiculous.
I don't think I've been
Sean?
insulted that much on the show, to be honest.
Oh, okay. Let me start then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, insulted by people other than y'all two.
Oh, okay. Never-
We don't
yeah.
even insult you that much.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
Oh, no, we do. I
Alana,
cut
get the
out.
counter on them chopping on me, please. I see you're counting. My Venmo mentions, and again, number 9 at SEANSNTPOD. But yeah, I don't. I again also don't like TikTok. Definitely not. I cannot read the comments. It's insane, and I mean that's a good problem to have. But yeah, So YouTube, I went through like a hole where I read every single YouTube comment we had, and they were mostly good. But yeah, not too many insults. I think somebody did say I don't like Sean, but then they put just kidding, love you. So, and then also somebody recently wrote a review and said 5 stars, nobody Venmo Sean, and I did take offense to that. Did not like that. But besides that, all the fans have been really graceful. Anytime I say something stupid, they'll usually help me correct myself. So, yeah.
Yeah, Sean is the good egg of the group. I don't think I've been called anything in the show yet besides being a short king, but I don't take that as an insult. You know, if I was a little taller, I'd be too perfect, and I don't want that for anyone. I'm just kidding. Yeah, I think someone, I don't know if it was my old work, but someone called me selfish. And which I love that because I did not want to take on an additional project.
Oh,
and I'm just like,
no, then.
I'm setting boundaries, baby. Like I get paid as much as if I didn't do this work. So I am not going to do it. So yeah, I am very selfish with my time and I don't know who said it, but someone said that I do use ROIs a lot like a dad. I do. I talk about return of investments all the time, baby. Like I am very selfish when it comes to my time.
Shout out to Diana for Venmoing me 69 cents. Fantastic.
Yes. Okay, so our next question. This is from Eris, who made us the podcast merch or podcast fan art. Do any of you like Pokemon? If so, what's your favorite? I could make an edit of them for you.
Oh,
I am
Josh
geriatric, by the way.
Pokemon.
I love Pokemon. Yeah. Actually, I've been playing. I forget what that one's called.
The one for the Switch?
Well, there's a bunch.
There's a bunch, yeah.
I forget what it's called. Anyway, I've been playing it for a while. I think it's Pearl, the remake. Yeah. Because that was like my childhood. So I'm going back to play the remake. Yeah, I don't know. My favorite Pokemon. I really like Squirtle just because I don't know if you guys watched the animated TV show.
Oh, so good.
Squirtle with the
nose and the sunglasses.
The glasses,
cool.
I was like, oh, this is the coolest Pokemon ever. And that's just stuck with me ever since, I think.
Yeah. That's really good.
What about you, Sam?
I'm all about fire type supremacy. So and dragon types. So I love Charmander. Charmander is probably my favorite.
Yeah,
so, Sean, you have to pick Bulbasaur.
You got to Bulbasaur.
Bulbasaur sucks.
Wow.
Yeah, y'all let me go last and y'all leave me with Bulbasaur?
Hey, Bulbasaur does not suck, okay? Bulbasaur's strong.
Yeah,
coming up with the hot takes.
He's not as cute as Squirtle, and he's not as cool looking as Charmander, and I refuse to be stuck with Bulbasaur.
You can pick
any Pokemon.
Yeah. I do like Pokemon. I know like the first 300, it gets wild after that.
I don't remember anyone.
I want to try and get back into it because all my nieces and nephews are obsessed.
Man, isn't it crazy that it's spanned so far? Like teaching kids are like, oh, look at my Pokemon cards. And my like cousins little and stuff. They're like Pokemon cards. I was like, I literally had these Pokemon cards.
Like way back in the day.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I just bought my nieces some Pokemon cards and they were freaking out. And half of them were like, not good. But it's just so cute to see, like, that's probably what we looked like as kids, just like amazement by like, little playing cards. But if I'm supposed to pick a Pokemon, it's either oh my god, I'm gonna get flamed. What's the fire dog? Arcanine?
Growlithe or Arcanine?
Growlithe or
What does
Arcanine.
Growlithe evolve to?
Arcanine, yeah.
Arcanine. That was close. That one.
Yeah.
That one's tight. Or Snorlax because of my doctor.
That's
calling me morbidly obese. Probably closest. My shirt kind of matches a Snorlax belly. So there you go.
Nice. What about you, Sienna?
I liked I have a younger brother, so we were really into Pokemon, and he liked Eevee, so then I liked Eevee, but I like the evolutions too. So when it gets hard, like Voltron and Umbreon's pretty cool. Espeon is dope. I like Ponyta though, like horse, pretty horse. That's pretty dope. But my dad's favorite too has a soft spot in me. It's the boxing one. Or like the guy.
Oh,
that's-
Hitmonchan.
Because he was a high school gym teacher and stuff, and he always had that on his keys, like his like school keys. So I remember that's just like a nostalgic kind of thing. But yeah, that would be.
Eris, if you would like to make us like an art of us being Pokemon,
make
by
an
all
art.
means, make an art of us being Pokemon. By all means, just please. All I ask for is make me a little skinnier.
Yeah, you're getting roasted for the Bulbasaur take.
Hey, I'm sorry. He's a
I do
cutie,
not
but he's the
tolerate-
least best out of the
top three. Okay.
Yeah.
You know, if we were to do a late poll, I bet you Bulbasaur would be the least voted on.
Exactly.
I apologize, but facts are facts.
Yeah, it's fair.
Cubone is also dope.
Cubone is
Oh
dope.
yeah. Oh yeah. I agree.
The
There's
story
quite a few
behind
in
it, really sad, but
Devastating.
let's not
Absolutely
talk about
devastating.
that. Okay. All right. So next question. This is from Dan from Instagram. We got 4 more, and the last 3 questions are all specific to us. Then we can close the show off. Unless
We gotta go
Wikimaniacs-
speed, right?
We got speed. Yeah.
All right.
So
speed.
best childhood memory.
Oh Jesus.
Oh my god, that's deep.
A lot.
I can go-
It's hard to do that speed round.
Yeah. I can go first. I can go first if you think about it. I think my best childhood memory and quite the worst is actually like moving to the United States. I think the first time I've seen Los Angeles is we landed in San Bernardino area. So then we ended up going to Los Angeles when I lived in California for a little bit. And it was kind of like all the things that you've seen in Hollywood where like, you know, kids would, or like you be in a car and you just see all these tall buildings. I had that movie moment. I'm just like, oh shit, I'm not in the Philippines anymore. And yeah, that was probably my fondest memory. I thought that was really cool. That was like an out of body experience for me. Just like Hollywood and you saw that shit. So that was probably my favorite childhood memory.
Wow.
Oh,
that's
really
great. That's a
nice,
good
yeah.
one. I'm gonna go with one. I just have like nostalgic memories of like Christmas. So the best one I'm gonna go with is one Christmas. My parents, we had this huge cathedral ceiling, and my dad was like, "We're gonna get the biggest tree we can," and so we got this 20-foot tree and put it in our house. It was so big, we had to anchor it to the wall because otherwise it would be like we'd be worried to tip over. And it was like the perfect moment because I was like, I don't know, like 10 or 11. And so it's like right before you discover, you know who is not around or real. And so it was like just this I don't know.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
It's still real to me, damn it.
So it was just like the perfect time as a kid. Like, it was magical. We had this huge tree and I still believed in Santa Claus. And it was just, and I just remember that was like, I think I got Harry Potter that Christmas too. So
Nice.
one of my favorite book series. So it was just like an all around great.
Close your house. Good.
Samuel had money. His dad just built.
My dad
houses.
built the houses. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
No.
Trust me, or no, you are well off and lucky.
Oh yeah,
privileged, but, like,
absolutely.
Sienna, you
mansion
maybe
privilege.
you proposed, Sienna.
Yeah. True.
For me, I don't know if it technically counts because I was like in high school. But in high school, me, Chris, and Ryan made our dance team, and we did that for like 10 years. And that's how I have all my best friends now. It's how I have my wife. So just those 10 years, I'll always think fondly of them, even though that wasn't like 4 years ago. But you know, for the past 10 years, for those 10 years, I just had the time of my life. Made so many friends. People tell me they had, great time under, our leadership or whatever. And nothing but good memories there. If you want to see those videos, my Venmo again is at SEANSNTPOD.
They're on
11?
YouTube, aren't they?
That's 10, baby. Yeah,
Oh,
they're
that's
all
10,
on
okay.
YouTube. Our team was called Galing. So GALING and CRU. Yes, leadership, Alex, me, Ryan, and Chris directed. Not a cult leader. We did dance.
It's funny how you have a Filipino like name for your dance team, and yet you speak none of the language.
I'm not the only member of the. I mean, I did come up with a name.
See,
But-
that's what I meant.
Okay, so this is the most Filipino thing ever. I came up with the name while we were watching a live showing of was it Game Kanaba? I think
Yeah,
they
it's
did
Game
like a
Kanaba.
Houston show.
Oh.
And then I was just sitting there and I was like, why not Galing? And then everybody was like, oh yeah, that's cool. And then stuck for 10 years. Still top 2 best dance crew in Texas.
Hell
and
yeah.
they're not
You
two.
love to see it.
Hmm.
Let's go. All right. So we got the last 3 questions, and these are all specific for each one of us. I can go first because I can go pretty quick. And then afterwards, Josh, would you like to close off the show afterwards? So
Sure.
this is from the last 3 questions are from Paula. They all come from Instagram. Question is, John, if you can be an aswang for a day, what would you choose to be? And I'm gonna
lady.
go back to our first episode, well, episode 0 technically. I will be a tikbalang, which is like a half horse,
A tick boy.
half man tick boy. I want to know what it feels like to be tall for once. I want to know what it feels like to be hung. I don't know what that's like. So I'm just going to go and run around and mess with people all day. That is my final answer. Tikbalang. Next question.
Okay,
All right,
I'm
Sean.
also gonna pop
Chantal,
off
thank you
now
for the
just
Venmo.
because bedtime.
Yeah.
So bye, guys. Thanks for having me on.
Bye.
Thanks for coming on.
Anytime.
Oh, do you want me to take Ringo?
Yeah, she's fine for now.
People will
All right,
fight you, Josh.
That's true.
Sean,
I can't.
this question is for you. If you had one meal for the rest of your life, what would it be?
What an impossible fucking question. How dare this be one of the last like rush questions? Absolutely impossible. Too many good food. Last meal. One. I honestly that's so difficult. John could not answer this.
I can.
You can? One
Yeah.
meal? I
One
love
last
so
meal
much
would be.
food.
I know exactly what I want in my deathbed.
I don't. I mean, I guess I could have like a little smorgasbord of like.
no
everything I want.
smorgasbord. Just
A
one.
charcuterie board.
Wow.
One thing.
One thing.
You're gonna make me edit one
I'm gonna
thing
have a
here at the
brain
end. Just
aneurysm.
Okay,
Trying
while
to
you think
think
about
about-
that, Josh, I'm gonna ask you this, okay?
tacos. Oh,
Josh. No, it's not for you. This is specific for
Damn
you,
it.
okay?
It's
Josh,
for the
what is
morbidly
your
obese man.
what is
Okay.
your biggest pet peeve? And the
Oh.
wives all agreed that they all want to host a show. God damn it. This is bad.
Nancy
nice.
said deal. Oh wow.
Yes. Holy shit.
Santa be down, so that's funny. We
Oh
should
my
do that.
god. That's gonna be
Maybe like a
chaotic.
Christmas episode or something.
Maybe.
April Fools.
Sorry, biggest pet peeve. Didn't we hit that already? Probably drivers, bad drivers. I have bad road rage, so that's probably my answer.
Fair enough. Sean, did you think about it now?
Yeah, I guess like a plate of al pastor tacos, probably.
Mm,
Either that or
tacos.
like a plate full of Yo-Yo's hot dogs and I just die in it.
That's exactly what my wife put too. So, and I would actually eat that for the rest of my life. All right, that is it for the Q&A that all the Wikimaniacs sent. Just want to say thank you for all the interactions and all the questions that you sent out. If you would like us to do this again in the future, let us know. So
Yes.
hop on our Discord and all that. Josh, would you like to close the show off, my guy?
All right, that is it for our 1 year anniversary stream. Thank you very much, Wikimaniacs. I was gonna say, what do you think? Are these people assholes? But we mostly just talked about ourselves. So are we assholes? Let's go.
Are we
Yeah.
full
Are
of
we-
ourselves?
Yeah,
We went 2.5 hours of just talking about us. Like,
yeah.
Oh
And
my
we did
God.
3 stories, I think. So 3 or 4. So let us know if you want us to do this again. Thank you very much for the support and for everyone that donated to Sean specifically, and then as well as to
he ain't giving shit back.
to our
I'm
YouTube.
giving y'all shit. That was a joke. I didn't think anybody actually would. So shout out to the 3 of y'all that legitimately Venmo'd me money. That's so funny.
So thank you very much, everyone, for tuning in. Once again, this episode is going to be live. This is a very long episode to edit. I don't know if I'll actually edit much. I might just post it raw.
Leave it as is.
Yeah, with like an
raw
intro
dog
and
it,
outro.
baby. It's
Yeah.
okay.
So I hope you really enjoyed this 2.5 hour long episode. If you want to hear more, please consider subscribing to the show. There's the edit I got to make right at the end.
Leave it.
Give us a rating and
if
review.
you want to find us, you can hit us up on our website at SNTPOD. Oh, fuck, I got it wrong. At SEANSNTPOD. Fuck.
But where though? That's not a website, dummy.
I like how you interrupted my outro for that.
I have to get it 11.
Yeah, that's true. So if you want to give us a rating and review on whatever platform you're on, or subscribe to our YouTube channel since you're all here anyway, don't forget you can submit your own Am I the Asshole stories or disaster day stories, any other kind of stories. Use our Reddit channel now, actually. That's going to be better. We'll share that somewhere. I think we shared it on Instagram, and then we'll share it in the Discord as well.
And we'll keep sharing it.
Yeah, we'll keep sharing it so that everyone knows where it is, and we'll put it into our show notes going forward. So submit your stories there. You can also do stories. Bye, everyone. I think that's it. If you want to subscribe to our Patreon, you can do so at patreon.com/cultivate podcast network. I made a graphic just for it and I forgot about it. So
let it roll through while we talk.
There it is.
Yeah.
Wikimaniacs, if you tuned in from a different area code, different time zone, if you're up at 2:30 in the morning, I don't know who said that in the comments, but 2:30 in the morning just to listen to us babble and talk about ourselves. We can't say it enough. And I think we're going to keep saying it until the show runs out of gas. But thank you so much. We really appreciate you. And I'm just talking until all the names pop up, but we really appreciate you guys for everything that you've provided us. We are better content creators because of you. And we love the community that we built. And actually, the community you help us build because of all the cool people that's chiming in daily, and nothing but love. So thank you. I'm choked up for words now.
So to finish it off, thank you, Sean and John, for coming on today. Thank you, Wikimaniacs, for joining us, and we will see you on Monday. Bye.
Love ya.
Love you guys. Thank you.
Expert in fucking, I don't know.
Great power.
For the 5th time, it's your boy Sean.